Hello, one and all. Welcome to the Jerry Show. Each and every Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific, I go live here in Las Vegas, and we're live on YouTube and Twitch. We have makers from around the world that drop in, and we have 3 people in the back room. I'll pull them right in just a second. But thank you. Welcome, everybody. Please like, subscribe, share, and all the above. I really appreciate it. My dog's going to bark. She wants another cracker. But anyway, let me bring in the people in the back room, and we'll get going.
Hey.
Hey, guys. How are we doing today?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I've got echo going on here.
Uh-oh.
For me?
Echo.
Echo. Check. Mic check.
Isn't that a song?
Real windy here in Vegas today. No rain.
Wind up to 45 miles an hour, try.
So what's new? What's going on, everybody? Anything new?
Yeah, a few things are new. I've been doing stuff, of course. Well, that's not really new, doing stuff for charity. I made this new.
Nice.
So I think that's going to be my final design now. So I made like 10 different versions of this. I used to have a second cross in there, but it's too much. So I thought, because it's anyway a silhouette, have a sun in the background, and the sun is the writing, and of course,
Let's see who all we got in chat. Sergio is here first. Jack in the shop, hello. Patrick, Lightsource Engraving channel member, hello. Let's see. Going down. Guy the Jedi, hello. Dell Lost Logo 3D Printing. Derek in the UK, hello. How you doing?
Hello.
Looks like Nightbot. It looks different to me. It's in blue. It's got a wrench. I don't remember seeing it like that before. I didn't turn it on today, but I don't know.
No, there is something new because I just spotted something new on there too.
Your wrench?
No, not just when you know how the chat is scrolling, and if you're missing comments, a blue box comes up saying more comments. And before it just used to have a blue arrow in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And now it's a box. So yeah, they're changing a few things.
Patrick says, how's Matt and Kenny doing? Hello, Louise. She's in chat. Hello.
Doing just
babe.
peachy. Everything's groovy.
And I mentioned this on TH3D last night, but today everybody will hear me because they're on my channel. I don't know if you guys are watching The Real Sam Prentice a few days ago, but Lucky Matt that has that horseshoe shoved up somewhere won again. Matt,
come on.
Sam Prentice giving away a Comgrow printer, and Matt won it.
Really? I missed that one stream.
Yeah, Matt won it. He gave away some.
I think Sam was messed off with me, but he doesn't want to admit it. No, you should have seen his face on stream. He just went like, I should have taken him out.
Yeah, because you win. You're so lucky at winning on drawings. It's crazy.
You don't go to casinos, Matt?
Yeah, I used to win that too, but I got banned.
Oh, you got banned.
Matt,
with that kind of luck, yeah.
No, I never used to gamble. I only got because I admitted I can count cards. So I was only not allowed to go in this one casino. I don't know which one. They closed it down now, I think. But what's not important, because I mentioned it to my friend, and I told him the odds of it, and they didn't like that. I guess they were overhearing us. So, anyway.
Well, I'm gonna go downstairs for a minute. I got somebody coming in, so I'll be right back.
All right.
Be back.
All right.
Yeah. I've been actually the printer what I have won.
A red light.
A lot of people think I keep it, but I don't gonna keep it. I'm not gonna sell it. I'm gonna give it to somebody who I know. His printer broke quite a long while ago, and he didn't have nothing to print on for a while. So I give him this and the printer. So yeah.
He lives in your town, right?
He lives a little bit an hour away from me.
Okay. I'm gonna say if it was too far away, you can just have it shipped directly to that person.
Yeah, I actually met him online through Facebook, one of the groups. He approached me during. He wanted to know how to make lithophanes, so I told him all about it. And so yeah, we started talking, etc. And he told me, "Oh yeah, I'm near Stoke-on-Trent," and so we started talking, and yeah, over a couple of years' time, we became friends, you know. So yeah, I give him his first printer too. His I give him two G-Tech A3010s, like maybe 2 years ago, roughly. So yeah.
And me, I've got my own tech about wrapped up. I'm doing mods before I fired it back up. I've got the exhaust in. That was real fun. Got an 8-inch out piping, or excuse me, they don't call that piping, they call it ducking. Anyways, and I'm putting in the lighting and the cam, and I should be producing probably by Monday.
Somebody on Facebook tried to send me a friend's request. His name was Sebastian, but I don't think it's a Sebastian that I know in chat here, so I don't think it's the same person. I clicked on their photo and it didn't look like the same person, so I didn't accept it.
Yeah, good old Facebook. And then I'm shopping currently for a fiber.
Okay,
So
it was a different Sebastian then. All right.
Yeah. I had the other week or like a couple months ago from your wife a friend request. Jerry, remember?
Yeah, Facebook gets hacked all the time.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, yeah. So I changed her profile picture, and then I guess it happened again a couple months later.
I'm getting a bunch of hot chicks that are after me in the in the messenger.
They just want you to send them money.
Of course.
They just want you to send them money. Send them money, they'll give you a picture or something. That's what that's all about.
Yeah, and that's not even their own picture. Or somebody who took it off.
And it's an AI generated picture. I've seen a lot of those on videos. There's AI generated pictures on YouTube that look real. They have their own channels that says it's an AI channel, and the pictures look real, like different models and things. But it's like, wow, it looks real to me. Crazy.
Yeah, nah, I look at pictures every day. I can tell. That's a big difference.
Well, there wasn't six fingers, so there was no dead giveaway on some of the pictures.
Yeah, mostly those get photo edited out, and I think the AI, because I'm using AI heavily too, and I see anything what is too perfect, like some of those models what I had to look at YouTube. I saw it too the other week, and I'm like, nah, this is not real pictures. This is, even so I know it was AI pictures, it is still identifiable because it has like a halo around mostly the humans. The way the picture is put together, it's very nice and beautiful, but at least cut marks if you look very close.
On YouTube, go ahead, Matt. I thought
yeah, go ahead.
On YouTube the other day, just surfing, I wasn't looking for it. I saw an AI video, because that's what it had to be, was Michael Jackson explaining how he came up with the moonwalk. And it was like he was talking just the other day. And that freaked me the hell out. It was all about the history of the moonwalk. It's on YouTube. Michael Jackson. Look it up.
Hey Jerry, did you see Make or Break Shop did a video on a bunch of lasers?
I seen a thumbnail, but I didn't watch it.
Oh, he's got the Rolly. The Rolly is the only one in the top. All the
Okay.
rest of them are down. And he reviews a lot of laser printers.
Yeah.
It's good equipment.
Yeah.
Even though I got my big, CO2 now.
Rodney Mack, hello. Yeah, the name we are talking about earlier about who did my banner, his last name was Mack. I think it was. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Tim popping in. Let's see which Tim it is. DeWitt up in Canada. Hey, Tim, what's going on, buddy?
Hey Tim.
Hey, how's
Tim.
it going? Hey, guys. Hey.
How you doing?
Been a long time. How
Good,
you been?
good. Been pretty good. Been pretty busy.
Wow, that's a big machine.
Yeah, I'm just finishing getting this set up. I've just got the hot end and everything. I've got to organize the wires in here a little bit now. So, yeah, I just put a new computer in here, so I've just been setting everything up, trying to get all the cameras and everything working. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, did you fix your overhead?
No, I took the overhead down, and I'm going to use it as a desk camera because it's
Okay. Yeah, I remember
works
it falling the other day. It came
yeah,
down.
no, I don't really have anything up there stable enough to put an overhead on yet. So I figure I'll just use it as a desk camera, and I don't usually use the overhead much anyways. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. But I've got to put a few things together to finish this guy. I'm ready to start doing test prints on it now. So
Cool.
I got one right there. If you could see that little round
look at
thing.
that. Oh, okay, yeah.
See it? Yeah, right there, that round thing.
Yeah, wire management is
Almost $300 now. I don't even use it.
Yeah. Well, I've got this little guy here that I want to. This is the OBS bot. So I'm gonna try and maybe figure out a way to get that up as an overhead camera. So
Yeah,
I've got a few cameras.
I was calling it an OBS bot, but yeah, actually, I think it is. Yeah, it is OBS bot. Yeah.
OBS bot. Yeah.
that's
OBS bot.
nice.
OBS
It'll
bot.
Yeah.
I like the name OBS bot better. OBS bot.
Yep.
Doesn't want to focus. Yeah.
Mine gets really hot, but works. When I first got it, I noticed I plugged it in. Even when it's not being used, you can grab it by its base and it's pretty hot.
Yeah. 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 Pretty cool.
Creates a lot of heat. That's for sure.
We have a snowstorm here today, so it's pretty much an indoor day. So
we've had a lot of high wind here in Vegas, and my lights just blinked a minute ago. I hope my video doesn't go out.
Yeah, we're getting a ton of snow.
Lines in this part of town are underground, so it shouldn't, but it has happened before.
Right.
Hello, Vincent. How you doing today?
Hey, Vince.
Hey, Vince.
Here's a link if anybody else like to drop in. Yeah, tonight I'll be on a live stream with the LA Hobby Guy, Patrick, and Jeremy. I think we're going to be doing engraving eggs and engraving different things for Easter.
Oh, okay.
Montana Maker, hello. How you doing today?
Yeah, I've been doing. Sorry.
I've got a couple 1500 VAs, but haven't used them in a long time. Not sure how good the batteries are on them. And our power in Vegas rarely goes out.
Did you keep them plugged in?
Rarely? No.
I
think they're plugged in. I don't remember.
Because
I used to keep all my printers on them at all times.
If you let the power go way down, the batteries they go bad. So you might have
I've had them since probably 2018, both of them. One is plugged in with my resin printers. The one behind me, I have other stuff plugged in it. I'm not sure. I think it's plugged in, but not turned on. So I think.
Vince, can you put your mic a little bit further away?
Is it that loud?
Yeah, I can hear you breathing like Darth Vader.
Oh.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm still tinkering with my settings. Better?
I am your father.
No. Is it better so? Like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, my wife in a lot of my
My-
videos, she goes, why are you breathing so hard? I said, I'm fat. I breathe hard. I don't know.
I have 3 UPSs, so I got one for this setup here. I've got one set up over there for the X1 Carbon, and I have one that was for the laser, but since I moved the laser, I haven't moved the UPS yet, so I got to do that. Move it over here.
Yeah, mine are made by Cyber Power. They're 1500 VAs, what they're called.
Sergio, you finally got your rolly back up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Finally, yeah, I've been doing some stuff. That's why I said, well, as soon as I got it back, the first project was the marble run,
Oh,
and
duh.
which I'm going to redo. And but what I'm doing lately is playing with the fiber. So
Yeah.
I'm
That's
trying
right.
to
You got a
get
fiber, not a CO2, right?
yeah, getting my own settings dialed in so that I can do a bunch of stuff like some deep engraving that I want to do. So I've been playing with it.
Yeah, I bet you get all kinds of material.
The camera wants to roll away.
Being an AC guy, I bet you get all kinds of material.
Hey.
Oh,
Wrong one.
Oh, I thought it was my turn.
there you go. Your turn.
All right. Thanks. Here you go, guys. That's I think is my final design for the Royal British Legion, the Poppy Appeal.
Nice.
I'm gonna do as many as I can till October, November,
Oh,
and especially from those key rings, I'm gonna do as many as I can do. So
Did we
far,
lose
I have
Sergio?
6 kilos of, I think, a little bit over. I have to weigh it out and I'll show it to you guys. That's a fridge magnet. I still have to attach the magnets, but yeah.
if anybody would like to donate to Matt's charity, here's the link right here in comments. If you want to talk about it, Matt, I'm posting it now.
Yeah. Basically, I don't ask for money. I basically ask for filament if you can send me, and I turn them into keychain, and then give it to the Royal British Legion. What they can then sell or do, they get a donation, and then they give one out
Knock
to the
myself
person who
out.
donated. And I hope to do as many as I can, like I said. And right now, I mainly need white filament. So, yeah. What else I
Bump
want to
yourself
say?
offline.
I can't lock my camera. I don't know why it's not locking down. I'm trying to get it to lock down, but it won't. It should be locked down there. Oh wait, let me see.
AI tracking, tap lock, and it should stay.
There we go. Okay, now it's working. So, yeah, just playing with it. So you can see some of the. This is aluminum, so aluminum is hard, but just getting some deep stuff going, and then I'm going to try it on stainless and get my my settings locked in, and then start playing with it again. Start
Nice.
doing some engravings.
You should be able to get some nice colors out of that, but depending on your settings.
And
Yeah.
I also say special thanks I want to say to several people. Simon Snow and Richard Hurst. And I had his name. The Texan. Thank you very much for donating a roll of filament and key rings. Yeah.
Very nice.
And yeah, I'm very thankful. I did a lot of stuff already with that.
How's your sidewalk thing doing?
Pardon me?
Your sidewalk thing where you got the picture and
Oh,
grab stuff.
yes, the wall. Yeah. Whatever sometimes I have leftover filament, I turned into like the little dragons or whatever I turn into objects I'm gonna produce, and I put it outside on the wall for like people to take. And
Kids,
yeah. Yeah, kids, adults. I put lots of lithophane I put out, so especially
Before
after
grabbing
seeing what
them?
came. Pardon me?
Before grabbing them?
Oh, there are a few occasions where kids grab them all and then run off with them, you know. Even though you only should take one, but
Human nature.
I remember
Yeah.
years ago, I was giving away Halloween candy, and a little boy came up, and I was holding out the bowl so he could grab it. And here comes his dad with a big, giant monster hand, putting his hand in the bowl, trying to get all he can get, and I almost punched him in the face for doing it.
Jeez.
Kind of like that commercial. Hey, can I have some? And you get that huge hand.
yeah.
If I hold out the bowl, take a few. Don't take a giant handful if you're an adult. Let the little child get it.
Exactly.
Crazy. Fine example.
Like the puppy thing?
And here, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, man. Everybody wants to take a nap today, it looks like.
Every time I see those, Matt, I think of hemorrhoids.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Well, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not trying to be rude.
It's just the angle. The
I'm
Well,
Mighty
not
Malachi.
a-
Hello.
Not everybody is blessed with good eyesight.
Wish you could take a nap at work. Yeah. Yeah, I just got back. I had to run over to CVS and pick up my metformin before the stream. Then I went by the store and I bought some eggs for a live stream I'll be on later with Patrick, the LA Hobby Guy, and Jeremy. I didn't buy brown eggs. Sadly enough, I bought more white eggs, and I'm going to color them. I bought a coloring kit, and I already hard-boiled 9. So between streams, which gives me like 2.5 hours, I'm going to color them and then try to get my laser all set up. So hopefully that'll work out okay.
And I've had 2 flashes in that last thing. So if you lose me, you lose me. I don't have backup.
Looks like I've got 3 channel members in chat on my YouTube channel.
Third one.
Light Source Engraving. Oh, yeah. Montana Maker. Kenny Sims. 4.
One of them is finished.
I think I have on YouTube. I have 10 channel members, I believe now. I
Nice.
appreciate it.
Ooh.
And then on Twitch, I have 8 subscribers, which is about the same thing as being a channel member.
So is that what you're getting over there, Jerry? It's just little flashes from time to time?
What?
Power flashes with the wind.
Oh, I had one a little bit ago. I had like a slight flicker, really quick.
So far, I've had 3 in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Worst thing in the world here would be to have a power outage because then I have no internet, no nothing. Everything's just dark, and I hate that.
Yeah,
It happens once every couple of years, or anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour usually. I think last year I was out for a couple hours, but it's pretty rare that happens.
yeah. And all my stuff is underground, so what the hell?
Yeah.
Except my fiber is up to a pole.
Anything you've been working on new, Vincent? What do you got going on over your way?
No, I'm still finishing my hardwood floor. I'm waiting for 3 packages so I can do my son's room. Been working on my wire and network stuff for the past week. So laying everything down. Friend of mine is gonna shorten in the cable soon, and been 3D printing those little, what's called things you can screw them on the wall and do a zip tie through, so you can connect the wires on the wall, nice and clean. So, and that's what I need to do over there soon. The switch is gonna be moved to the bottom part. So I have to switch those tables out to the bottom part, and working on my AdGuard in my Raspberry Pi server. And sorting through the boxes, and so the 3D printing stuff is at a standstill at the moment.
Are those stairwell lights out of your window at night? Another building I'm looking at, and each level has a light. Yeah.
So that's another high-rise building. That one is 7 stories, if I'm correct.
All right.
Raspberry Pi server.
But that's the only one. The rest of it is all open view because those are low houses over there. So I now look over them, and I can see the coastline.
Maybe I find anything for you?
So I've got a nice view.
Okay. Don't be.
So in the summer, I'm gonna try to put a camera outside when I'm barbecuing or something.
Just finished them up.
That's nice, Matt.
Brandon Cherry, what's going on, buddy?
But for now, yeah, I stopped printing a little bit because, to be honest, I'm completely out of money. I'm flat broke. So
I know the feeling.
yeah, the floor in total was about 1,200 euros, and had to buy some other things and some extra bills for my insurance, for my health insurance. So you know how it goes.
Is the flooring like the tongue and groove? It locks and snaps into itself. It's got padding underneath it. Yeah.
Yeah. I got a special green floor underneath here, so it's sound dampening.
Okay. And then when you get the corners, you put down the baseboard. That'll kind of hold it all down.
Yeah, you have to cut it on size, this one. And basically, there's a little groove, and you can click it in like this, and it stays.
Okay.
And there's a 15-year warranty on this floor, so if it's going to be damaged, you can take the part out, and you get new stuff.
Well, in the middle of the floor, you wouldn't be able to get it out unless you took it and cut it out. Take like a peanut grinder with a small wheel and completely cut it out the way it cuts out the notches, and then a new piece to kind of glue it back in place.
Yeah, that's a problem with this one. You cannot do that because if you do that, you have to take out the whole floor.
Okay.
Because the plates are like 1 meter and 20 centimeters long.
Yeah.
And if you take one part out, you have to take it all out because the grooves are fit to each other. So if you take one out, you cannot put it back because the floor.
Well, that's why I said you'd have to cut it. You'd have to cut all the way through the groove like a rectangle and you lift it out. Get a putty knife or something and lift it straight out. And the new one, cut it the same way and just stick it back in there, glue it back in. Or leave it damaged and put a throw rug over top of it or duct tape.
And also, I wanted to put the floor in one sitting, but now in the doorpost we got like a wooden plank. I don't know what's it called in English. Basically, but the floors are like one is higher than the other one. So I couldn't put the floor in one sitting. I wanted to take it out and do it in one whole piece, but I had to do it separate. So it is what it is.
If there ain't much of a difference, maybe you can get a threshold that's equal on both sides, and then you cut away part of it on one side, take more of it away, so when you lay it down, it lays flat. Underneath, you take more material off of it.
It was almost like a half a centimeter, so by almost 5 millimeters a height difference. So couldn't do that.
Okay.
Otherwise, I had to put in 2 bottom floors underneath it, but the floor will sink then when you walk out on it with your weight. So couldn't do that. So I left it in and just put it in separate. The good thing of that is if something breaks, I don't have to take out the whole floor.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is what it is. And now I'm working on the wires and the network stuff, and I hope I can start printing again soon.
Do you own that house or is it an apartment?
No, this is rented, but it's very cheap. I'm lucky with this place.
You're investing an awful lot of money on flooring in it. If you have to, you're not going to be reimbursed.
Yeah, but the thing is, every house that you rent here, there's no flooring in it. There's no carpet. There's nothing. There's a concrete floor, so you have to put something in it.
Crazy.
That's normal here.
Jerry, blow me up.
And I'm gonna live here for the next 10 years at least.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
Who do you think that is on the back?
Who do I think that is on the back?
Yeah.
You.
Well, you're probably going to say you when you used to be a redhead. I don't know.
That's Weird Al.
Weird Al on the back? Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Back in my hometown. And I know that intersection where that big house is behind his dad's head. So that's Linwood, California right there. Anyway,
So yeah, I want to finish that Stargate Atlantis part, but for now it's a little bit on a standstill. I'm almost done, and I'm looking into the lights to put in there, and how do I need to do that, because that's a thing I never done that before. All that lighting in the Stargate City. So I'm still tinkering around with it in the background, and I'm working on my 3D printing channel so I can get that off the ground, and on a website that I'm trying to build. And if everything goes well, I'm going back to school.
Well, I hope on the Stargate project you're taking pictures of it along the way, including putting lights in, because you can always throw those together in a video and have like a 2 or 3 second gap in between them, play music. It will just flip from one picture to another. You'll see a progression in the video.
Yeah, I'm going to print another one. So this is my one to test and tinker. And then the other one, I'm going to completely film and do. So I'm going to get a better camera, and I want to film the whole process. So this is my learning one. And the next one that I'm going to build, I'm going to give this one away when it's done. And then I'm going to build a new one. It's just my learning project.
So I'm cleaning my studio out, and this is an entire bag of spare Voron parts that I got to get rid of.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah. Because I always run double and triple of things just to have them, and then I changed my mind on some colors halfway through, and etc. So I thought I got to start cleaning this stuff out. It's getting to be too much.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, Tim. I had so much boxes and stuff, and so much, and I had to clean it out. I didn't have any space anymore.
It's crazy. It doesn't take long to add up, and before you know it, you're just over inundated with
yeah, exactly.
Junk.
Exactly.
I've got a mile of stuff from other printers that I've had in the past that takes up most of everything, and cupboards and little drawers, and I got a mile of it I can probably clean out. I'll throw it on Marketplace really cheap, so the deal's too good to be true, and somebody will come buy all of it.
Right.
Then I got some various old printers that have different issues with them. Just list them all, one cheap price. That way I make a little something on them. I get rid of all of them.
I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Let me check if I can make it.
I'm in the same boat. Got a bunch of stuff that I need to get rid of.
No, my wire is stuck behind the screen, Joe. So there is the light of the lighthouse. The red dot.
Yeah, I see the red dot.
There's the sea behind there. And these are the low buildings. Low buildings, and I can look all over them.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie, Homemade Jam 3D has came back to grace us with her presence. She ain't been here in a minute. Jamie, what's going on?
You're awful, Jerry. Grace you with my presence.
How you been?
I've been good. Hope everybody else has been good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great to see you. Hope you're getting better. I know you've had different problems. You've taken a few tumbles, and hope you're all
And
better.
you had a birthday too last week?
I did have a birthday.
Happy birthday.
I am officially,
Happy
30.
birthday.
Wow. Just turned
You don't
30,
look
man.
a day over 21.
You know how to do it right.
Hey, Jerry, I forgot to mail out your package, so I'm doing it now.
Okay, thank you.
No, I had foot surgery in January. They took a bone out of my foot, and that's not going so well. It needs to be better, like now, because I'm going to the UK in May. And then I got Rotten Rep Festival in April. So, I need to be able to walk around. And right now it's not, it's like, it's just swollen. It's not like super sore like it was, but it's swollen. So it's hard to walk around in a shoe for a long time, because then it starts hurting.
I stepped on some bamboo poop in a bag barefoot last week. It cut my foot, and I had blood on the floor, and it hurt for 3 or 4 days. I kept putting peroxide
Yeah,
on
too
it.
much info.
I try to keep mine in a bag. Well,
Yeah,
you
mine
can
is in
see
the
one
trash
bag I
bag.
just filled up just a minute ago.
I was checking the bamboo in the middle of the dark, and I was just using the light from the bamboo to light up the room. And when I forgot that I had the bag where it was, and I stepped on the corner of it.
Yeah.
It's like you go barefoot and everything in the house jumps out in front of your feet.
Yeah.
I mean, I do that for weeks, and I still step on stuff.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna do a test stream tonight anyway. So just to fly by and say hello.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you, my friend.
I'll see
You
you.
if I see you, I'll stop in and say hi.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Have a great
Bye.
day.
See you, Vincent.
So what have you been
Yeah,
working on?
sure.
Anything? Have you had time?
You probably saw it. I just finished this guy.
Oh, no, I haven't. Very cool.
He is. Are you in the mystery print group?
I don't think so.
Well, we've now merged with. Oh crap! I can't remember the name of it. But anyway,
shoot-
we've merged with
Shoot me
another
a link-
group.
Shoot me a link sometime, and I'll click on and see if I'm a member.
Yeah, because it's super fun when we do these. You get the model that there are those of us mods and admins that once a month. I'm saying this, but it's about to change. Once a month, we have models that we slice for your printer, like whether it's a bamboo or a Creality or resin or whatever, we slice, and you just put the file onto your USB drive and print. Like you don't slice anything, you don't know what you're printing until it's printed. And so we also do admin ones. And this guy Jeremiah sends out everybody a file, and this was the one I've got. So
that would look cool. The snake coming out of its eyeball. The eye
yeah,
socket.
he's really cool.
Now, couldn't you just cheat and put it in a program and see what it is?
I
can
can't
do
hear
that.
what you. I can't hear what you're saying.
I said, couldn't you just cheat and load it up into a program?
Just reverse load it into
Oh yeah,
Cura.
you can
A G code
you
viewer
can
or
look
something.
at the G code,
Yeah.
and then I
But
just
then you're
started on
defeating
her the other
purpose.
night.
Nice.
She's
That's
a
cool.
new one from Mega. Those Harry Potter people know Hermione Granger, but
Yeah,
I
Megan
did
does
her.
good work.
I did her in 1/6
Yeah,
scale,
I
and then
think
I've
it's
also
just
printed her in
wrong.
1/4 scale, and that's it so far.
Yeah, I haven't
But,
resin printed in a few months. I did the Big Betty boot for Brandy.
she looked amazing.
Yeah, the head took 3.5 days in the bamboo because all the color changes. I used way too much info. I used gyroid 10%. It's just way too much.
She'll last forever.
Yeah. Took a lot of filament, and other than it was all donated to me by Polymaker. I had to go order 3 more rolls because I got one of each color from Polymaker. I knew that'd be enough. I should have went with lightning infill. It would have been hollow and just had infill in the base for make it heavy. And I didn't do that. I should have, but it's sitting there right behind me.
It would still probably take longer though, because with lightning infill, I have found that unless I use like a 0.8 nozzle, unless I do 3 walls with lightning infill, you can just stick your fingers right through it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so like there's no support there. There's on the walls, so you're printing 3 walls to make up for that strength that you're losing with the infill.
Until I got the bamboo, every printer was always 6 top, 4 bottom, and 4 perimeter, rectangular 5% infill is what I used on everything in the past. But since I got the bamboo, I'm just going with default, and the only setting I ever changed would be the infill amount.
Yeah, I pretty much stick with the default stuff too. I love the ones like that I get from Maker World that have a profile made into it. I'm like, yep, that's easy. I usually will speed it up though. It seems like I can't get in my in the the settings when I'm doing it. I can't figure out the speed, so I just change it to sport mode when it's printing.
Yeah, I always leave them on standard. The only time I tried anything faster is when I first bought it and I done a benchy or something. I sped it up and threw it off the bed because it was already cranked up all the way. Then I tried to crank it up more. It was pre-sliced.
Oh wow!
But I think standard mode's fine.
I don't ever do it in ludicrous. I just put it in sport mode.
I'm out of warranty right now. I ran out of warranty sometime last month, and I lost a magnet on my hot end, not the cover side, but on the top right corner of the actual extruder. That magnet right there is missing. So I had to tape it shut with Captain Tape. And then on the back of my bamboo, my, what do you call it? The
Module.
The filament spring doohickey
Oh, okay.
thing is having issues with it.
Buffer.
The filament
Oh,
cutter.
buffer.
The filament buffer and back there's having trouble.
Okay. That.
A
Occasionally.
lot of that I've seen. A lot of that is the Bowden tube gets just try snipping off the end of the Bowden tube and put it back in there.
Mhm. Yeah, because those white PTFEs are real cheap and they wear out. And in the AMS, I've had them wear out a couple times on slot 1 and 2. It'll get like a cut in it just from passing over it. It slowly cuts through it because it's not that strong. And you'll take the 2 screws out, tip it up, look at it, and you can see what looks like filament in slot 1. Actually, that's just a slice mark from wear. And that's causing drag, which will throw an error.
I do change my flushing volumes. I found that if I change it to 0.6, I save so much filament. Because stock from the factory is 1, I think. And
Hey, Jerry. Excuse me a second. Sorry. Is that what you need?
Yep.
I'll send it.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the package.
Okay, yeah, that's what I need to replace.
You need the cable too?
No. I mean, unless you don't want it, it doesn't matter.
Those good to spare cables.
Well, two things
same.
happen on mine. It either jams on mine, I get an error, so I pump the PTFE and it works, or I have to grab the connector right next to it that I've never ever touched. That's on the left side of the printer on the back, and I kind of jiggle it, and then it works. So it's either one or the other. But when I got the thing a year ago and plugged it in, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Thank you very much, my friend. You need the money?
Screws.
No. I'll put it in the package now. Matter of fact, I'm doing the UPS right now.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Very nice, Sergio.
Simon Snow, hello, channel member. Matt, Simon Snow is here. You want to say something?
Oh, hey, Simon Snow, thank you very much. I received it, and I already put it to good use. The key rings are right over there in the box, and I'm getting ready to put them on basically this week or so. And
Howdy Maine. Hello.
Thank you again
Howdy,
for your
Maine.
help. I already mentioned your name, and I was hoping that you were in the chat, but you weren't. So again, thank you for your help.
Yeah, Sergio is a great guy in the community. He helps out whenever he can. He tries to help out a lot.
Yeah, I just tried sending 2 rolls of filament to Matt here, and for some reason, when I checked out, it was sending it to my address. So I don't know what's wrong with your link because your name came up, but your address for some reason, I don't know what happened. But I'll get
Yeah,
it
my
straight.
address is hidden. My
John?
address is hidden.
Tripod?
So
Yeah, I'll get it straight.
John.
I'll see. I'll find out what the problem is.
thank you.
Tripod hung out with me on TikTok the other night while I was painting the cat for that model.
Yeah, summer's gonna be interesting.
What are you
when
doing
that's
over there,
out.
Tim?
I forgot to put my PTFE tube in, so I had to take my extruder off to put the PTFE tube in, but I'm basically getting my Rat Rig 500 ready to print. I put on a beacon probe with a built-in ADXL, so that'll, save an extra step. And yeah, no, I've just been rebuilding the entire hot end on this thing, so. And I'm
When I was in the
just
hospital,
winding it up.
last time I was in the hospital, I had major surgery. Nurse came in and took out my PTFE out of my extruder. And then about 10 minutes later came back in and she had to put the PTFE back in. And I was awake. I'm like, no. Anyway.
What?
Never
Lord.
mind. I'll just leave it at that.
That sounds painful.
Yeah.
Why is it supposed to be a secret, Tripod? You're not allowed to hang out with me?
Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, I never get on TikTok. I think I got a couple things up there, but I never do TikTok very often. I usually don't think of it.
Oh my God.
Let's see
I
what
don't
Tim's
trust
got
it.
here.
Yeah, it's too dark.
We can see it.
That's the hot end on the rat rig that I just finished. And then underneath, it's hard to see, but we got the beacon probe under there, and then we got the triple fan duct. So yeah.
Tim, when are you going to get a Prusa XL with all 5 heads?
When I win the lottery.
A business expense.
Oh gosh, no. Business is suffering enough as it is. We don't need that much. We don't need that additional expense.
Yeah, I watch videos on YouTube or Facebook, the little short clips. You watch one after another, and then an hour later, you're like, okay, I'll do something else now.
Yeah, Homemade Jam 3D. That's my TikTok and YouTube and everything else. Instagram is Homemade Jam _3D because somebody decided they wanted my name.
I was watching a video about a week ago on YouTube, and I thought it was Tripod's video, but it was Tripus. I'm sure Tripod knows what I'm talking about.
All right.
But a lot of times I misread something. My eyes scan it real fast, and then I realize I got to go back. It's like, no, that don't sound like John talking, and it wasn't. It was Tripus Garage or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know that the person was copying anybody, but it was Tripus Garage, obviously not Tripod's Garage.
Where he's missing an arm instead of a leg.
And then there's a 3DP out there, and I'm 3D HP. Because somebody on a live stream the other day goes, hey, 3DP, oh, it's Big Jono. He goes, hey, 3DP. I said, no, there's a different channel called that. I'm 3D HP. It was just, you talk fast, you miss letters sometimes. I do it all the time. Mispronounce things. But at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, the LA Hobby Guy, Light Source Engraving, Patrick, and Rich, the LA Hobby Guy.
Well, you're welcome, Daddy Wazzy.
We'll be live streaming on 3 different channels. I'll be on with them later at 5:30. Mr. Diesel, hello, how are you? Jamie, if you have any links you want to put in private chat, I can post them. And here's a new link for Matt. I don't know which one this is, but here's a new link.
Yeah, it's the same one. I just checked it. I wondered if the link expires or something, but it doesn't. It's the same link. So, okay. Thank you.
Well, those didn't go into the...
It came through on Twitch, but it didn't come through on YouTube probably. Well, you're not on YouTube. If you put it in private chat, I can share it out and it'll go to both platforms.
Okay, give me just a second.
That's why I use StreamYard for the giveaway, because you simply type in a word and whatever platform can type in the word. If I used a wheel or anything else, I'd have to put a Google form.
That's how much I made already. 7 kilos. Almost 3 kilos in each. And 990 grams of fridge magnets. So
nice.
Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah, I use mostly white because I only use a little bit red and a little bit of black.
Yeah. Congrats on having another printer.
And I'm making those now too. But I can't make many of them because they take too long. Because they take around about an hour to do. Yeah. This is gonna go all to the Royal British Legion for the Poppy Appeal here in the UK. And it's for basically the veterans. They help veterans out. Any form of what they can help out the veteran with, I know there were a few instances where they're taking them to the Normandy landing, and and the other occasions where they help them out in the garden and because the garden was overgrown. Different things what they do for people, They help people generally. Like, yeah. Lily, please. My dog.
We got 29 people watching right now, 19 on YouTube and 10 on Twitch.
Who else going to Denver?
I won't be going. Rocky Mountain Rep.
Yeah. Tim,
Yeah,
are
I
you
know.
going?
No, unfortunately, I can't.
Yeah, Joe, Matt has made that. And Matt, come back.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm just getting the dog some treats because otherwise she keeps harassing me.
Where have you shared that cross that you made that everybody's doing on the diode? Remember you made one? Our Father
Yeah.
cross? Where Joe wants to print that out on a printer. Where do you have that listed, the one that you did?
I have it listed on printables, Prusa printables. I can send a link.
Yep, share a link. That'd be great.
Our father's cross. Just put in Matt German and you find me. Just Matt German, one word, and you find me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zachary 3D Prints. Hey, Zach.
Hey,
Hi,
How are you?
Zach.
Hey, Zach.
I'm doing great.
Hey, Zach.
How's everybody?
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. All of
I'm
you.
getting
Hey.
burnt out on streams. I was on Tim's stream last night. I'm doing this one today for 3 hours, and I'll be on another one tonight. And then Maker Viking, I might be on his tomorrow. It's like, wow.
Oh,
Uh,
a lot of streams then.
yeah. If anybody has anything you'd like to talk about, I can put you on a big screen. You're welcome to promote anything that you're doing.
Here you go.
It's very welcome. Any of your things, Tim, you got something going on with your business and you want to advertise for it, you're welcome to. Not a problem. Anything you
Okay.
want to talk about or share or try to, get a pat on the back for, it's all welcome here.
I want to share something.
Sure.
Hope I don't kick anything over. I don't know if anybody is known with my CTC old Prusa i3 Mark II. The one that I did a lot of series about. I had some PLA parts still on there, and I had to replace them all. So in the last couple of weeks, I have done that, but the extruder was the last part.
John, you didn't see the real Sam Prentice's live stream the other day when he gave away the Combro?
So this is how it looks like now.
That's a tiny little dude.
Oh, what?
That's your replica Prusa, right?
Yeah,
Does it
100% not original.
Looks nice.
Yeah, and it's heavy too. It's not the poor man's Prusa. That one is standing there. I'm printing currently more parts for it for making the extruder part. You can make me small again. Yeah, but there are still some things that I need to print. So the bamboo is printing them in ABS, I believe.
Oh, yeah, just open the door and you're gonna have cracks in it.
Oh yeah. No. Not going that fast, Matt.
Yeah, I think Matt
it
said he's
does.
donating that printer to a friend.
Yes,
yeah,
don't.
Matt wasn't in chat on Sam Prince's giveaway, and I made a comment in chat. Where's Matt? He's not here. And somebody else had to say giveaway 3 times. Well, on my side, I went on Facebook and I messaged him. I said, "Hey, did you know that Sam's having a giveaway right now?" So Matt showed up. He entered and he won the printer.
Of course he did.
Unbelievable!
He did.
That's
Unbelievable. Kate, hello, Kate. How are you?
hey.
Been a while. You haven't seen you around in a while. Hope you're doing well.
She's
Hope
taking
you're
after
making
me.
cool stuff on your laser.
But you can make me small again.
There you
You don't
go.
have to be on big
Never.
screen.
Hey, Jerry,
You're such a big person.
Yes.
I just sent
Yeah,
you a
sometimes
picture
I
of
feel
the
like that.
packing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you.
Okay.
Really appreciate it.
Phew.
Yeah, I've got about 4 of those things.
Hey, non fam.
Okay.
No, I'm
Yeah, I
fan.
looked on their website and they have the hub that it's made for 4 AMSs, multiple, and I really just need to replace the one that I have if that's what the problem is. But when I have the air on screen, I can grab the PTFE while it has the air and I can easily pump it in and out, which will make the spool go forward or backwards. And I keep trying to clear the air. It works once in a while. Then other times I'll simply grab the plug that comes out of that goes in the printer and I don't unplug it. I just kind of jiggle it and then the air goes away. So it's been a year, and that's the first time I've ever had trouble on that part of the printer.
Well, I sent you the cables too, so try changing the cable also in case.
All right.
So
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Awesome. Non-fam, hello. How are you doing, non-fam?
Non-fam.
Non-fam, hello.
Hey, non-fam.
Here's a link to that cross Matt's talking about. Put that in private, or put
I
that
have
in.
some other crosses on there too, so have a look on my profile. Oops. Lily.
Oh crap! Hang on, my number 1 slot is
Hang on, what?
messed up. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, sorry, it was a bad one. I know. So I've got a Captain America. Ta-ta! Printed on the K9. Yeah. Not too bad. According to Prusa Slicer, it should took like 2 hours and 15 minutes. Just finish after 4 hours or 5 hours, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not too bad. The Easy 3D K9 with lightning infill. I think it was a nice theme for Captain America Lightning.
Everybody's seen my Big Betty boop I did the video on. I think I showed it on the stream last week, didn't I?
Yeah.
I got
a big hat.
crucifilament. Well, I have 3 other. Let's see, I got blue, lime green, a turquoise, and an orange. So I'm going to use those in another project. I've got to figure out what. I'll make another project of some sort with it.
Cool.
And video.
I'm doing now teaching classes at Polymaker Discord for lithophanes every roughly 2 to 3 weeks. And so if anybody's interested, join the Discord server for Polymaker and you will find me under lithophane, Matt German lithophane ambassador. And you can ask me any questions there if you want, post stuff about lithophanes, and you will get informed when my next class is. Each class is around about half an hour, and they're all for free, so come and join, and we have a little half an hour Q&A session afterwards too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the Betty boop, like I mentioned earlier, I should have used gyroid. It was pretty to look at, but yeah, I burned up so much filament. It's crazy. I had to buy 3 more rolls off Amazon.
I got some news.
What's that?
Yeah, I got a word in. Yay! Anyways.
You got what?
When Jerry reviews the galvo laser that he's got, and he talks about the connection he's got with his one company who he got through Patrick. Which
TN Pascal Lou.
Yeah, Pascal Lou. I reached out to him yesterday, and he got, of course he's in China. He got back to me this morning, and I mean, dudes and dudettes, if you're looking for a fiber, he'll hook you up. And I mean, he'll hook you up. I'm getting a killer deal. I'm not going to say what because it's between me and them, but yeah, I'm not going anywhere else.
It's awesome.
He'll hook you up.
I have got to stop getting cardboard spools.
Getting what spools?
Cardboard.
Oh, sometimes mine are dented. I got them in AMS. And when the spool gets really low, then they hop around. They kind of have problems. But
This is not even close to low. It's just one side of it is messed up, and so it doesn't turn good. So every time the AMS pulls it back, it'll end up with like turned and twisted all up on itself. So it's a pain in the butt.
If you have an original plastic spool, the kind that came with it that you can unlock, you can take that spool from Polymaker and you can bust the cardboard sides off of it, take it off, and stick it on another spool.
Yeah, I printed some of those, but these spools, it's I don't remember the name of it. R3D or something like that. I got them for cheap on Amazon, and the inner is way bigger than the spool, so I need to print the adapter to put it, because I can't put them together because there's too much play in it.
Okay. You don't have any original bamboo spools that came with the AMS?
Yeah.
Those should unlock.
Right, but they're the same size as the ones I printed.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? The middle thing?
I'm talking about the whole spool, but I have some for my cardboard spools. I printed out a thing that looks like a socket, goes in the middle. It's got a lid on it. I fill it full of desiccant, which makes it heavier. But because the spools hop so much, I should just go out in the garage like I did originally and get a Craftsman socket, a real big socket, set that in there. It's heavy, it's metal, it's round, and that'll weight it down. As the spool turns, it'll just roll.
Yeah. These won't go on the spool.
Okay.
So I have to do something different. I need to just print a respooler. I say that. I've said it for 2 months. Print a respooler.
I respooled by hand one time. It was a pain. I sat here and I pulled it all the way out and I grabbed the other spool and I done it by hand and rewound it, but it's kind of a pain. Hello, Dusty. How are you doing today? Yeah. You can print out the adapters. You can put on a electric drill, and do it that way.
Yeah.
Wear a glove because you don't want to get a filament cut. It'll hurt like a paper cut. So just kind of run it back and forth, or you can print one, crank it. Yeah, when I was putting Betty Boop together, I was pulling off the supports on the tree supports, and if you've seen the video, at one point I sped it up a lot. You'll see me. I put gloves on. That's because I cut my finger on some of the filament trying to break it off. Then I went and got a big pair of pliers and started snapping it. Because if it was big like a tree and round, you can easily grab it. With the little stuff, it's harder than hell to remove.
Yeah.
And I put gloves on because same with resin prints. Usually, you got to wear gloves; it'll kill your fingers.
You know what
I
I did?
always tear my hands up.
Oh wow, Kate!
Thank
you very much. $50. Wow, thank you so much. That's awesome.
Nice.
Very cool.
Awesome super chat.
Thank you so much, Kate. I really appreciate that.
Okay. The other day, while setting up the CO2 that I got in the garage, I was setting up the exhaust because it's got 2 6-inches coming off the back end of it, and I was cutting the ductwork.
Hey, Pete.
And man, if I didn't open up a finger with that wire that goes through the ducting, that stuff is dangerous. So yeah, I can match you one, Jerry.
Yeah, when I work construction for many years, your hands kind of get tough and calloused and used to things, but yeah, it hurts. Since 1221, hello, how are you?
I did construction too, so yeah. Name a job, I've done it outside of being a cop.
Here you go.
And doctors. And nurses.
Anything new with you, Tim? Anything new with video content or live streams, or how is Richard doing, or anything you want to talk about? How's your family? How's your son?
Family's doing great. Maria's doing great. Ethan is in grade 2. He's doing really fantastic. Richard is taking a lot of time off of streaming right now. He's not giving up his channel, but he's taking an extended break. So he's pursuing some photography and a few other things that he wants to work on. He just needs, sometimes you just need a break from things, right? So
Yeah, you get burnt out.
but yeah, no, and me, I'm working, finishing the rat rig. I'm waiting for some parts to build a Tri-Zero. I'm going to be doing a Tri-Zero. That was sponsored by one of my viewers, one of my subscribers, and then the company that's sending me the parts for the Tri-Zero is also sending me a new frame. I forget what he called it, but it's the tall frame which fully encloses the printer. Yeah, and otherwise, I'm just going to continue with my Sunday streams. I'm going to be working on a few shorter videos this year. No, I've still got a passion for this, but it's just I'm not able to put as much time. I found I was getting a bit burned out with trying to do too much at once, trying to wear too many hats. So I sold all my CNC equipment, got rid of all that. I'm getting out of that. I've still got my laser, so I'm still going to do laser. I haven't done much on it in a while. And I'm in the middle of just decluttering and dejunking my studio so that
laser's not messy, and like a CNC, it's noisy and messy, and yeah. So I got rid of all that. I sold, honestly, I sold about $1,500 worth of stuff on Facebook Marketplace just to get rid of it because I'll never use it. I've got a couple printers I'm probably going to sell or give away when I get everything all cleaned up. And the goal is basically to have my bench with my main printers on it. My rat rig's got its own stand over here. And then my goal, hopefully spring, summer, is to just be focusing more on videos on smaller things and then doing live streams on what I'm printing and focusing on what you can do with the 3D printers. The builds of the 3D printers are great. I'll still do the odd builds, the odd upgrades and stuff. But I think with the way the printers are going these days, they're almost becoming plug and play. So I think people are more interested in seeing, okay, what can you do with it? Can you make money with it? I've got a few customers now. Amazon Canada is one of my customers now. I'm going to be doing videos talking about how that came about, what I do for them, how I'm pricing my 3D printing, because I've been asked that a few times. I make decent money when I sell to these companies because I'm not afraid to give them a high price. Whereas I get the odd phone call and email at work saying, here, there's this Thingiverse file. How much are you going to charge me to print it? I say, well, I don't charge any less than $25 to print a model, period. And most people that send these say, oh, that's too much. How come you're so expensive? I say, well, go buy your own printer and print it then. So I had a long business years ago, and I went out and gave a guy a quote on cleaning up his property on a real nice place back when I was in my 20s. And he said, how in the hell do you expect to make any money if you're only going to charge me X amount of dollars? So I made a deal with him. I'd do whatever it took to do this and that, front yard, backyard, trim his bushes. You pay me whatever you want. And he agreed to it. Took me 2.5 days to do all the work. He came out and he paid me X amount of dollars. And he goes, and I thanked him. He said, well, that's not enough. Just let me know. And I said, no, I figured you probably paid me between this amount and that amount. He goes, hold on. I held up his finger, went back in the bedroom, got a couple hundred more, and paid me my high end of what I just came out of my mouth. And I was doing it just to be facetious, but yeah. If you undervalue yourself, a lot of people will walk away. It's better to be too high than too low, because more people that are willing to pay good money for a good product expect
you want to be taken serious as a business, then don't try and be cheap. No, that's good. And I like customers like that aren't afraid to pay.
Because sorry. If you
go ahead.
If you can find a way to print multiple small models, then you can always get the price a little bit lower, but not going too low, because you don't want to
give away. People say to me, people say the printer does all the work. I say, well, then go buy a printer. You've got electricity, you've got the investment in the printer, you've got investment in the time, you've educated yourself how to do this. So, don't devalue yourself. Just realize how much effort and time you've put into learning this hobby or this business, and charge accordingly. So I have a spreadsheet I designed where I charge X amount per gram of filament based on which filament it is, and I charge X amount per minute of time based on how long it's going to take to print the model, and I have a $25 minimum charge, and that's all there is to it. whether it's even if it's a little 5-cent piece, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What's your price on benchies?
What's my price on benchies?
Yeah.
$800.
$25 minimum.
Yeah, there you
Exactly.
go. So those guys that are on here that may know this, you know how you use putty to get into the Raspberry Pi?
Mhm.
What's that? It's because I haven't got the new software on my new computer yet, but what's that software called where you go in to look at your files on your Pi? Is it Windows SMP or something like that, or anybody
I
know?
got it on my computer. I can't think of the name of it.
Windows something, Windows S something. Okay, I've been looking it up on Googling.
I think it's SHH.
SHA. Oh, there. Okay, Daddy Wazzy, Windows SCP. That's what it is. Thank you.
I was close.
You were close. WinSCP, because I've got putty,
Well done, Kenny.
and then the one to flash your Raspberry Pi is just a Raspberry Pi flasher. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, the Pi imager.
SSH. Tom Taylor is thinking SSH. You're thinking SSH probably.
Hello, Scott. How you doing today?
Yeah, perfect. I'm just still installing software.
Daddy Wazzy says he uses that every day at work.
Mm.
Yeah, if I don't use something for a while, I completely forget what it is, and I got to go watch a video somewhere to refresh my memory or look on my computer and see what I got where.
Hey, Edge of 3D.
What was that?
Here we go. I was hesitant to put putty on my computer because I thought it might jam all the insides up, but we'll see.
Every time I hear, okay, here we go, I think of Dallas hiking the football. Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Where's spaceship? There's spaceship. Anybody on Twitch, you want to do a drop? I'll leave my screen up for a minute.
I miss being on your streams. And today was good because it's a snowstorm. We can't really go anywhere. It's ugly outside. So, but
How much snow?
I've been really busy on my Saturdays.
Yeah, I'm always here.
Why are we like wearing Christmas outfits?
Where?
On the drop, it's all
wearing the
Christmas.
Santa Claus outfits.
I picked the wrong thing. I don't know. I can fix that.
Hey, that's suitable for our weather here today, Jamie.
What? I got to pick the autumn.
Oh my God, Tim! Don't even get me started. We were 3 days ago, we were 86 degrees here. Then 2 days ago,
Jeez.
that night, we got freezing rain. There was ice all over everything. I don't.
And then it snowed
Welcome
on
to
top of that,
Arkansas,
right?
Because that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked autumn. It shouldn't be there. Shouldn't have Christmas.
Then the last couple of days, it's been chilly, but today is supposed to get up to like 76 or 75.
Yeah, Kate says it's 65 where she is. Here in Vegas, it's 67 and been quite windy yesterday and today. It's been real windy. I went to Walmart this morning to pick up a few things. I noticed 2 air conditioning guys were up on a 2-story house, and of course they had their aluminum ladder tied off to a pipe on the roof. But man, it was really windy up. They shouldn't be on the roof. But you know, you have to do what you have to do. So
Yeah.
Edge of 3D, yeah. You must be somewhere close to me.
Here in the Netherlands was, like 15 degrees Celsius and sunny after a few weeks with only rain and very cold.
Where are you?
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Holland.
I think Matt German said something.
Sounded like he said Holland.
Holland.
let's give away our first roll of filament from Ziltech. If you live in the USA, this must go to a USA address. You must be in chat to win. If you win outside of the country, I will redraw, or you can gift it to somebody in the States. That's purely up to you. But you'll go to ziltech.com, pick out a type and a color. I'll give you my email in chat after I draw. You email me your what you want and your mailing address here in the USA. I'll let my rep know by Monday morning, and you'll have it in your hands by next Friday. They ship out right away. They sell all kinds of extrusion. If you want to build a custom computer, they have big Q-Tech boards. They have tons of filament, multicolor, color, They have a little bit of anything and everything. So we turn off the banner, and then we'll do the drawing.
Lily.
Sam.
Must be present again.
Hashtag Matt German.
Here we go, everybody, in 5, 4, 3, and no one else is talking. 2, 1. Draw.
Homemade jam.
Congratulations, Matt.
Hello. Roger
Wow.
Brown.
Roger Brown.
Roger Brown. Are you still in chat? I think he is. Say something in chat, Roger.
Come on, Roger.
See a lot
Roger
of
Brown.
you.
He's still in chat.
Yes,
Here he is.
he's there.
He's there.
All right, cool. All right, Roger. Here's my email. Let me put it in chat. Tracker. There you go, Roger. Just go to ziltech.com, pick out a type of what you want with a mailing address, USA, and we'll get that shipped right out to you. And I'll get the one going for Polymaker. I'll get that up on the screen here in a few, and we'll do that giveaway after a while. Here you go. Have crackers. Go away.
Oh, that's cool.
My doggy door, I can hear it whipping, wind whipping it.
I did that for the person who's gonna get the T300. So you like Manchester United.
Nice.
He doesn't get out much because he's severely disabled. So he does have a car, a mobility car. So, but family and all that. He's a nice bloke. I teach him how to do lithophanes, etc. And now he wants to do sell some of them, what he's making, because he's getting orders in. And his printer broke quite a long time ago, his big printer. So I'm giving him the T300.
Well, that'll make the person that I see in the back room very happy, Matt. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, the real Sam Prentice.
Hello
No, I
there.
keep it for myself. It's all a lie. I keep it for myself. It's all a lie.
Hey, Sam.
For myself, it's all I.
Hey, listen, Matt, you can have mine. You can have my one. Yeah. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Hello. How's it all going?
Hello.
Doing real well.
It's all going.
Good. Lovely. Yeah, Matt thinks I've got some sort of problem with him.
No.
Matt. Oh, hello. That was good. What the hell? What is going on? What's going on with his camera?
Matt understands that he wins quite often. So when he does win, people are like, they shake their head like, no, not again.
Yeah, we all do that.
Yeah, it's a strange one. Let me just repower my camera. Apologies for that. Good golly.
Hey, technicality. If it's electronic, it can mess up.
Yeah, it's working now. Good. Yeah, it's working. No. He sent me a message saying, have I got a problem? I was like, no, I definitely don't have a problem. But I am very busy. So you give something away, that's that done. You close the chapter, then you move on to the next thing. So that's where I'm at. That is where I'm at. But I will say my T300 is down at the minute, and it's gonna need reflashing categorically, because the bed is what we would call in this household wonky donkey. It is now 4 mil out, and unfortunately on that bed, so you've got linear rails, and then you've got a 110 240 volt bed on that, and I think personally that the heat is going to affect the plastic because it sits on a bed of plastic, and I think we're going to see some deviations on that build plate, unfortunately. The other thing is because it's got those two weird Z's without the gantry on it, in order to get kind of liberation between the two Z's, because the Z's aren't independent, they are co-located. So you have to kind of move things, get the old bean cans out and measure everything. But if the bed's out, you're done for, and it's going to need shims to kind of level it up and make it relatively good. Unfortunately, which is why we're having some of the issues with some. But once you get it going, I think it's going to be good. But yeah, there's a little bit of messing around. But that is, at the price point that it's at, which is about $450 from the company that it's from, which is Comgross Oval. Why would you expect anything more? But yeah, I think that I do think that bed is going to be a problem. But hey, we'll wait and see.
But the bed is made out of plastic?
Yeah, bed is made out of plastic. So you've got like a metal gantry, and then there's this plastic tray. So it's a formed metal tray. Formed plastic tray. So obviously, because they're running high voltage into it, it makes sense for them not to use metal, right? Because that could cause some issues. But yeah.
But it's being constantly baked, basically.
My cheaty printers are that way too. They got they're plastic, so.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, exactly that. So I don't know. I'm still on the fence with it at the minute. It did produce some pretty good prints, but I have to say that I think the artillery is maybe better. That's what
I didn't like seeing that on camera was that pretty chrome strip. It looks like it's paper thin, and it looks wonky, like it dents or whatever. It don't look like anything thick. It should be glued to plastic or something, so it doesn't look like it has dents and it's all bent up.
No, so what it does is what they've done there is they've it's a trick of the eye. So underneath that is where they've basically attached the linear rail, so it looks like it's just floating. If you look at it, you're like, how is that attached? But it goes underneath that bit. But the problem with that, of course, is that if you touch it with your fingers, you're going to get fingerprints all over it. Yeah. Essentially, over time, it will eat into the aluminium, the oils and stuff on your skin, depending on what it is. And I think longer term, there's probably going to be some issues with that. But again, it's all going in the video. It is what it is. Give a printer away. Don't give a printer away. You still get the same format, and it will be honest reviews. That's it. Open and shut case.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Blackout.
Exactly that. Exactly that.
I just went through a blackout.
We enjoyed seeing you drive right around on your little scooter. I noticed you're at your business there that you own, your recycling plant, kind of riding around a little bit. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, that was the IT. That was the IT refurbishment department. Who there's a guy called Dan there, and he came on as an apprentice about 9 years ago. Left and then has now come back to kind of carry on with his future. And it's kind of bizarre because he didn't know, I've got a kid, that I've been married, all this stuff. There was a whole load of stuff with that. And then I start turning up on these little weird contraptions. Robots keep turning up, that kind of stuff. It's just like, you never know what's happening next. But the good news with that bike is that I heard back from the robotics company that I bought the motor from, and there was a weird line on it that says normal voltage 12 volt. I was like, why is it normal voltage? Because obviously I want to overvolt it because I want it to go quicker. And they said, oh yeah, you can put 24 volt into it. So now, but she was like, but I warn you, you're going to double the speed and double the torque. And I was like, that is perfect.
Perfect.
But I've got to say, like when that thing went and powered up the first time, my word, does it spin? I mean, we're talking 10,000 RPM at the spindle. So by the time that goes into the gearing and stuff, it's a frighteningly quick little bike.
Well, you need to get Barnard. You're at an event with it. You need to get Barnacles if he's there to get on it and tape that.
Yeah. So the idea is to you'll see it at Creality in April. Then you'll see it at Rocky Mountain in April. And then I think it's going to start that one, or those 2 or 3 that I'm making for that will stay in the States. There's going to be a Prusa one, there's going to be a Polymaker one, and then there's just going to be another one that we're going to kick around. We're doing some work with Joel Telling and Isboy in Space, and Fulks Hammer might be doing some stuff with him, which is quite cool. So he's a UK content creator, mainly sort of on resin, but we had some communication today about doing some work together. So I think maybe we'll do something like that. We'll do a challenge or something like a Top Gear challenge. Let's see if we can, travel across London on a little bike and not get killed or something. I don't know, something.
We're doing the London carts. I don't know if you've seen those.
Get one of those horns that have the black ball on the back. Honk, honk, honk. Put that little horn on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Full Sammer's he's a good man. He's a good dude.
But you have
and
to
I
dress
met him.
out. You have to dress for the. You have to dress for the occasion.
Well, yeah,
when you do
exactly.
that.
Exactly. What would
I
you have me
wish
dress
I
up as,
knew.
Matt? Is that one of your kinks? What's the?
No, I just thought about teddy bear
Okay.
suit in the middle of summer.
There.
The mankini.
Mankini. Well, don't worry about that.
Oh.
They're always here. They're always here, just in case.
No.
Much to Joseph Prusa's disgust.
I should have gotten with Matt and Louise and Sam and anybody else that I could find around London. We're going to do the London carts in May. Have you seen those? They're like they're little tinier than a smart car. They're just like a little 2-seater thing, but you go around London in them, and you're supposed to wear like Mario Kart costumes and whatnot.
I've seen those in a video, but I can't remember where. But I think I know.
Yeah, it would be so much
London
fun.
Carts. London Carts. I've not heard of it.
KARTS.
Can you pull up a picture on your computer and share a screen?
Yeah, TripAdvisor is where I found them.
Hey, Jerry, you watch Hawaii Five-0?
Not the new ones. My wife does. I've seen a few episodes a long time ago.
Because they had them on one of the episodes on the newer one.
Okay.
Welcome, Daniel.
Carts of
Anyway,
London is what it's
you want
called.
to hear the stupidest thing? Everybody pushes solar panels, right? Well, here, Jerry and I, in the Vegas Valley, we got this windstorm, right? And that's what happened. I had a blackout. I have solar panels, but they shut down when your power goes out because of the requirement with the power company. I don't know if that's the way it is across the United States, but here locally in Nevada, if I lose power from the power company, even though I got panels, I lose that too.
Okay,
Well,
just so the carts of London are not carts. They're Renault Twizzys. They're they're little electric cars. So you can buy these cars, and they do use them in London. So, but they are quite small. I mean, I must admit they are quite small.
Yeah, we're booked to do these, so
Kenny,
Oh, that's cool.
it's going to be so
do
fun.
you have any kind of batteries with your solar? Do you have any kind of battery backups? Then there's no way the house could run off the batteries.
That's why.
If it did, way back in the day,
During the
people
day,
had solar panels
during
that
the
fed back
day.
to the power company. They had to flip a switch, run off their batteries, and they could flip it back. But if there's no batteries, there's no way you could run if the power shut down.
But it's during the day right now. I don't need.
Yeah, but you need stable power. Sunshine is not stable power because it fluctuates sun power.
Fluctuates.
Yeah,
It fluctuates on power.
fluctuates.
Fluctuates.
The power
Woo!
fluctuates.
Fluctuations. Yeah.
Power fluctuations.
Fluctuants.
Not enough power.
We need more power.
Captain, I give it all what she's.
I'm giving her all she's got.
Yeah.
Go to the chopper.
Oh God!
He's an interesting guy. I've seen him on YouTube lately, and of course I'm talking about Schwarzenegger. I mean, he's got pet donkey, and this is in his house. He was feeding his pet donkey, a pig. I mean, a full-size pig.
He's on TikTok. He does so many TikTok videos. With
Ladies
those
and
animals.
gentlemen, we got Steve popping in. Steve, what's you for?
Hey.
How you doing?
Hi, Steve.
All right. I just have a few minutes, but I thought I'd pop in today.
Yep. You're always welcome. However long you can stay, you're always welcome.
Thank you.
Steve, tear down
Yes.
that wall.
Nope, the wall stays, man. You can't see what's behind the wall because it's ugly. Actually, the leaning tower of filament has been moved, so it's not actually as bad as it was.
The leaning tower of filament.
Oh,
Okay.
I need that wall. 'Cause I have a mess behind me always.
Green screen,
Yeah,
green screen, Jamie. Hang a tarp, green, and pick a wall. Pick
I
whatever.
have ordered me a background for when I stream. So it's just like a fairy background, fairy forest background. So
Have Sam walk off camera, take a screenshot, and then you can have his background.
it's still Sam's background.
Yeah, I
Be
got
like,
time in my
be like,
background.
dang, Jamie, you upgraded.
you don't even need a background. This is just virtual. Now, of course, it causes problems when I hold stuff up. It removes, it'll remove that stuff too. But but it's just a virtual background, so you don't even need a green screen.
There you go. That's
Well,
Sam.
I did have a background. I mean, I still do. Like on OBS, I open up OBS, and that's what I run my cam through. And I've got a background. It does not show up on Jerry's stream.
Oh,
Used to.
Hi, there's a bunch of
Yeah,
people.
it's also
Sam.
bricks.
Yep.
I'll be back in a
you're
minute.
talking-
I like
another
his
brick in the
bricks are better than
wall.
my bricks.
But
He's got
actually, so
Steve's got the new use brick look.
yeah. But yeah, it's actually not awful behind me right now. I just moved my desk too over, so I am looking at some stuff over here that I don't like, but this stuff. This is actually my original printer, my original Ender 3 that's been turned into a switch wire. The first thing that got me started here. Here, let's see it. Let's see.
That's not looking that bad.
So, but there was a giant pile there was like 2 stacks of filament here because I'm always swapping them in and out of the AMS units for new prints. And so,
Yeah, I know that feeling.
How many huge footprints do you have now laying around?
how many HueForge prints do I have? Oh, I don't know. A lot. Drawers full.
Oh,
I actually.
Look at Sam.
Hey, babe, you see this? Yes, good job.
That is terrifying.
It looks like his wedding picture.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
The only time you ever come
Why are you so big?
Why are you so big?
That's great.
Sorry,
I
apologies,
missed that.
apologies.
That's fantastic.
Oh, Sam. What we should do with you?
Should get him another glass of whatever he's drinking right there.
Oh yeah,
It's a good sized glass.
make it a
Hey,
double.
Steve, have you met Tim DeWitt 3D Canada? And Tim, have you met Steve before?
I've seen Steve on the streams a few times, but never officially
Yeah,
met.
I don't think we've met. Nice to meet you. I don't believe I've met.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Well, that is a big bed. Is that a 400?
That's a big old pee.
Yeah, that's a big bed.
That's
Five
a
by
big
five?
bed.
It's going on the big printer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
500.
I don't believe I've met Jamie, the Queen of Resin, either, or the Resin Queen either.
Oh. No, we
stream,
have
at
not
least.
met.
No. So nice to meet you.
Why you have to make me big?
So you can see what you look like. All your fancy stuff you got around there.
You're the
Show
center.
him some of your Jamie. Show him a few of your models if you can reach them.
Yeah.
She's an awesome
Jamie, is that
painter.
I see a lot of FDM supplies for the Resin Queen.
Oh my God. It's a mess. It is thoroughly a mess here.
Yeah. Oh man.
Is that your only fan in the background there?
Is what?
Is that your only fan in the background?
Don't even listen to it.
It's just one.
Oh, it's just one. Okay.
It's my only fan.
It is her only
Oh my
fan.
God, there's a lot of filament in the background.
It's a mess. I'm not very organized.
Are any of us that organized?
But I don't know that I have anything in here except the ballerina. Hang on a second. Let me take this mic off.
Yeah, you can make a giant U-Forge with that bed. Kind of jealous.
Tell you what,
Louise
I can
says
show
you know that Matt is small. Okay.
well, we all know that.
Coming from his wife.
Thanks, babe.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, she's an awesome painter.
Wow. Yeah, I'm terrible at painting.
I'm an okay
That's why
painter. She's an awesome painter.
That's why I do it with filament instead.
Painting is kind of my shtick.
Practice
You're
makes
good at
perfect. People that can't paint, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, practice is all that
Yeah.
you need.
And time.
Messy shop is a used shop. I like this Roger Brown person.
I need to still finish my Godfather, man. It's been sitting forever back there.
I've got a lot that I need to paint.
Just like Jerry's got all his stuff that needs painting.
Yeah, I paint once in a blue moon. I very rarely paint.
And you got all kinds of paints too.
Yeah, I got a lot of paint. I got hundreds of models, literally hundreds of models that I could paint. I probably got a couple hundred resin prints. And why am I not resin printing? There's nothing I really feel I have to print, because then when I print, it's going to look at what I did. It's going to sit on the shelf.
Yeah.
So,
I-
and whenever
I've
I get
been doing a lot
resin from a company, I always burn up all the resin. I do some videos on it. I use up all the resin, and then I see Akuma Mods online showing all this resin. He's a resin hoarder. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
He got like 150 different type bottles of resin on his table. It's like, Matt, print some stuff, use it up.
Yeah.
I've got.
I have a lot, but I use a lot too.
Two bottles.
What?
I only have 2 bottles of resin.
Whenever I find something I want to print,
I would
I'll
use
contact-
that on one model.
When I buy resin, I buy Sunloop because that's my cheapest go-to. Or I'll contact a company, or they'll contact me, and hey, we do a video for us. So then I hit them up for at least 5 or 6 large
I got
bottles at
7
a time.
liters.
I don't
Yeah,
want
I
to
got
do a
7
video
liters.
with one bottle of resin. It takes too long, and one bottle don't go very far.
Yeah. Well, I'm a brand ambassador for Uniformation, so they'll send me resin, but I don't want to just ask all the time, hey, can you send me some resin?
No.
But my go-to if I buy is Sunloop.
Yeah.
Because it's amazing.
Yeah, it works great.
I have 7 kilos of resin.
Yeah, I buy Sunloop all the time.
I have no resin and no resin printers and nowhere to put a resin printer that I'd be comfortable with. So I just
I could hook you up. I just retired 9.
again, like I can't even fit all my I'm actually today I'm trying to rejuggle my office to make some more room for things, because I have a lot of filament as well, and I'm just trying to figure out where to even put, do I need to move some of my printers? And I actually have the Magneto X coming, so 2 of these printers are going to have to go probably to a friend's house, get them started on the hobby. But yeah, I'm just I have no room for that. And then I'm in this enclosed basement room with no ventilation, so I'm not really excited to do resin printing in here.
Fully understand.
So you're getting the Magneto, huh?
Always be in a well-ventilated area.
Yeah, I pre-ordered one, partially because I just thought it was neat, and that was when the HughForge money had started coming in. So I was like, I can buy a printer. And the pre-order price, pre-order price was ridiculously good, and a really nice clipper printer. And then I saw it at IRF, and I'm like, definitely, because I made the pre-order. I said I'm going to see it at IRF. I'll cancel the pre-order if it doesn't look legit at IRF, and it looked great at IRF. I mean, it had its issues there that it wasn't actually printing, but I'm like, anyone can push filament through an extruder. It can move. There are other people who are worried about, oh, it's not printing, that must be bad. I'm like, but it's moving, and the whole point is its motion system, not the extruder. So yeah, I'm eagerly awaiting that one, though, not awaiting my wife saying, why is there a giant box in our front porch?
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's going to happen this summer for
My
me.
husband and I both are printers, so we're like in competition who can buy the newest or who can get
in a competition. Wow.
Hey, my last shipment came in on a forklift, okay? my CO2.
Yeah.
I'm also giving away my large resin printer soon.
Are you?
Here in the UK, yeah.
Because
I need more room, and I don't print anyway much not resin. So every time when I print resin, I always print D&D figurines and little stuff, So
But you don't need large ones.
No, not right now.
Yeah. Right.
Here's something really cool I can show I did in resin, and it's mostly painted. I got a few things to do to it. I got to hook up all the cables. I bought a bunch of fish tank line for all the cables on it.
Oh, nice.
Ripley's power loader.
printing that.
Oh yeah.
That's all done in resin.
I did the Gandalf versus Balrog diorama in 100% scale. I have no idea why, because I don't even have any place I can paint that thing. The Balrog is 3.5 feet tall. 31 bottles of resin is what it took.
Oh
wow!
To do the whole thing. It's huge.
Here's an alien queen.
Yeah, I love that.
Excuse me. Sorry about
All
that.
done in resin.
It has 2 extra arms.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
That's the queen. I don't know if she
$20 a
did or not.
bottle.
The xenomorph alien that I have right here took 35 rolls of Polymaker, and it stands like 6'2", 6'3" tall. On the base, it's almost 7 foot, and it took a ton of filament. Here's my Betty Boop I did for my wife out of Polymaker filament.
I assume that's printed in parts, not painted.
It's all printed in parts and colored in bamboo.
Yeah.
Just watch where you put in that hand, Jerry.
You see where Jerry's left hand is.
I was
right?
holding myself, not saying anything.
The red shoes are so bright it bled through to the cream color, even though it pooped a lot, and then it had its purge towel. It still has a discoloration up to her ankles, pretty much, where you can see it's a different shade. It's not red, but it's a little bit darker, like a tan. Yep. So, anyway, and here's a little alien that's all done in resin except for the green bits on the back. That's from Wicked 3D. I did that in all resin, in parts, glued it together. And then these deals on the back here, I printed a little bit too large, and those are FDM. And on the big alien behind me, which is exactly like this, I also printed them too large, and they were hot glued on. And I used 3D gloop on the big alien, except for the tail, and where those big tubes are in its back, those are hot glued on. That way they can be removed. Because if I ever had to take this out of the house, 2 people carrying it, kind of finagle it out of the door. If the tail's on, there's no way it's going out of the house. So I hot glued it so I could take a knife or something and pop it. A spatula and pop the tail off. Anyway, and what my next project will be, I don't know.
What the hell? What?
El gato.
Okay.
Oh, did I just lose my camera again? What the heck?
Yeah.
Your lights fade.
Every so often.
You're in the shower, okay?
Okay, he's watching the stream and
He's
he
cooling
is
off.
in the
He's
shower.
cooling off.
So I guess Steven's just letting us know he's on his way. He's got to take a shower first.
I do not know why this is.
Lights
Yeah,
hasn't
don't
dropped
wanna
in, I don't know, 6 months. He hasn't been on there. He's been really busy, I guess.
Nope. I'm gonna have to restart that.
How do I wash my prints? I have an older Anacubic. What do you call it? What was that older Anacubic? The great big giant tub. What model?
Oh,
is
the
that?
washing cure?
Yeah, the washing cure plus.
Like that?
The washing machine.
The washing cure 2.0?
The washing machine that they just came out with is complete crap. Don't waste your money on it.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Washing Q Station 3 I have. I didn't even put it out of the box yet because I just got it not
If
too
it
long
has a
ago.
big tub of IPA with an impeller in the bottom, those are the best. I have an
I don't
ultrasonic
even-
cleaner that I used originally. An ultrasonic cleaner, I would use Mean Green or something like that, because when you hollow a print, there's excess resin. And if you stick that straight into your big container full of IPA, you're getting all that excess resin in there that's destroying your IPA. So I usually pre-wash it in an ultrasonic cleaner with Mean Green or some kind of a cleaning agent, shake it out, then I put in the big IPA, rinse that very well. If the part is too big, I put it in a plastic tub, dump IPA on it, and I use a scrub brush, clean it really well, shake it out. If I have to, I'll dry it outside, take an air compressor, blow out the inside. I completely dry out the inside with an air compressor before I cure anything. I don't want anything wet on the inside whatsoever. And then I'll take a UV light when I can on a little bulb and stick up inside the model to help cure the inside. Jamie referred me to a link where I got a fiber optic cable, and I hooked that up onto my flashlight, and then I would stick that in different parts of the model to help cure the inside. So,
Did you see that Anycubic had a data breach last week?
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, not really a data breach so much as they left their printers wide open on the FQGT front.
Well, the problem with Anycubic is they don't know what they're doing. That's the That's the long and short of the whole situation.
Long and short of
it. They like to copy everything that everybody else is doing, but then they don't fully understand what the problem is. And the ironic thing is that even my contact at AnyCubic, when I went, oh, this is a bit awkward. Do you still want me to review the machines that you've sent me? She was like, oh, I had no idea. So she goes, oh, I'll pass it on to the relevant people. And I'm just like, my God. But the
left hand does not talk to the right hand.
Sorry, say again.
I said the left hand does not talk to the right hand. There,
no,
they don't know.
Well, the co-founder there, when I was out there, and I said to him, "Oh, so these are running Clipper?" And he went, "No, it's proprietary." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that sounds cool. You know, this is for the Cobra Neo 2 things, whatever they're called now." And I said, "Oh, that's interesting." So when they sent me the machines, there was a problem with one of them. I said, "Well, can you send me the files?" So they sent me the files. There was 234 instances of Clipper in the file designation. So it is Clipper. They might have a front end on it, which is obviously where this big issue is, right. Where the issue is at the front end. So there's Clipper at the back, and then at the front is this proprietary element, which is basically how you connect your phone to the device. So that's resin and FDM on modern printers over the last sort of 12 months. So that potentially is what's going to be affected. But yeah, it's dodgy. It's a shame, and no one's there that's sort of big and grown up enough to go, yeah, we messed up. Unlike Bamboo, when there's a problem, they do hold their hands up and they do deal with it head on from experience. So worrying.
Yes, Sebastian, I occasionally get resin on my hands. I just wipe it off and use soap and water, clean it real good, or clean my hands in IPA. And then use soap and water.
Go
ahead. I preach wearing gloves and glasses. I don't always do it, but I preach it in my videos.
Mm-hmm.
I have a seriously bad resin sensitivity. Didn't have it when I first started, but now if it gets on me, I'm not in a good way for a while.
You don't feel good, or you get blotches on your skin, or
I get a huge rash on my.
Yeah.
Like wherever, or like if I get it on my hands, my skin peels off in 2 or 3 days, and my skin will completely peel off.
Okay, I haven't had that issue.
Well, it does have to has to do with how often you use it and how much you print and how often you're exposed to it, of course. But yeah, I have a friend who had to stop because his dad started having all kinds of reactions and he couldn't figure out what it was. And then I finally figured out, hey, when you don't print, when you're not here for a week and don't print, I don't have any problems. And so it's like,
I'll never stop. I'll never stop.
You just take more precautions.
What?
You just take more precautions.
Oh yeah. I mean, I just wear gloves.
I used to get bloodshot eyes quite a bit, and I didn't know if it was from lack of sleep or I was resin printing too much. I never did figure that one out. But sometimes
the two are related, aren't they? Don't you get less sleep because you're resin printing?
Oh.
I certainly get less sleep because I 3D print. So
yeah, I don't sleep at night. I'm up and down all night long. And yes, I come out and check my computer usually to see what's going on socials, or if I got a print going, which I don't print much as I used to, but I'm pretty much online 24/7.
I prefer to print when I'm asleep. Wake up and just have something done. Yay!
You might have
it up and start a new one.
Hey, Sam, when you come back to the U.S., go with tripod to Walmart, jump on anything that's little, pedal around down the aisle, let tripod film you, make a video about it.
We normally do. My favorite thing is now switching his scooter off.
I'm going to get with John, and we're going to plan something for Denver.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to plan something for Sam.
I used to have Sam's hot dog pick on my computer. I don't have it anymore. Raising Walmart in a hot dog costume. Yeah, it's not here no more.
And Miss Sun again. I'll be in Long Beach, Orange County, actually, that weekend. Jerry's gonna be all by himself that weekend.
For Irma?
No, on the Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
That
Rocky
weekend,
Mountain.
I'm gonna be in California.
There's another angled alien.
Man, that is big. I don't do things that big.
Oh gosh, Louise, I don't know. That would kind of suck.
Oh dear.
Oh, wow.
I'm doing Rocky Mountain and East Coast, but I can't go to the Midwest because of poor planning. It starts literally the day that I get home from Scotland. So
Oh, she's
after
talking
6
about the Matt Farmer
Matt-
Institute.
Matt Farmer dropped some resin or
Yeah.
IPA, one or the other. I think it was IPA, and it splashed him in the face.
Oh
Then
yeah, it splashed.
and he started wearing goggles until he didn't, but he was.
It was
wearing
IPA.
Yeah.
No, not IPA. It was denatured alcohol because that's what he washes with.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I think without reading the container, I would go grab milk instantly and wash my eyes with milk. Would be the first thing I would think to do.
Yeah.
denatured alcohol is much more flammable than regular alcohol. That stuff will ignite pretty easily.
Yeah, and don't ever use it in a ultrasonic cleaner, especially if you turn the heat on, you can burn your house down.
Yeah.
And if you,
I used it in my ultrasonic cleaner for until I could get it dirty enough to take it out of there.
With no temperature, yeah.
I've got a uniformation when it's not heated. But
yeah, I've got a uniformation I've never used.
The smell of that made me so sick. I had a headache every time I would open up the lid.
And the Anycubic Wash and Cure Plus has a lid that snaps on it with a seal. Like Tupperware, it locks on. It keeps it in. It don't evaporate. You can't smell it when the lid is on and when it's sealed. Anything you put it in that just has a tin lid can evaporate around the edges or anything like on ultrasonic cleaners. So I only keep old Mean Green or something similar to it in the ultrasonic cleaner.
Mean Green jeans. Yeah, okay.
Hey, this is why. See what it says on there?
Fuel. Yeah.
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 Denatured alcohol. It's fuel. Clean burning fuel.
But it's not clean smelling.
No.
Very stinky. Very stinky.
This is stuff I get from Amazon. It's pretty good.
Yep. That's exactly the same stuff I buy.
99% iceberg.
Yeah. I have a gallon of that somewhere around here too.
And since the pandemic, it all went up in price. Everything went up in price.
Because you can buy 4 bottles of this for $68.
Right.
Not during the pandemic though. Did you see what the price was on that stuff?
Oh yeah, it was a
I
lot.
don't even know if it's came all the way back down, but yeah, things are still high. I used to buy my gloves at Harbor Freight, like 5 mil real thick gloves. They were $5.99 a box. In the pandemic hit, they gave you half as many for $20. That was just ridiculous.
I buy them when they have a coupon. I bought I think it was $4.99 for boxes. I used to get the 9 mil because they were like super thick, but you only get 50 in those. And
ladies and gentlemen, sorry, let me interrupt real quick. The man is out of the shower. Here is Lightspeed.
It's out of the shower.
What's going on? He's waving to all of his fans.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
It's
Are you
hot.
on a boat?
No, I'm out in my backyard.
Oh,
See?
Looks like a boat.
Nice.
Yeah,
it
No,
looks
not a
like
boat.
a boat.
He'd have a captain's hat on if it was a boat.
that's true. It's the best time of year to be in the Southwest because it's like 75 degrees every day. It's beautiful.
Oh, nice.
And the humidity hasn't gotten quite there.
I got
No,
one of
it's
those
like-
screens out front, but the top rots. The sun destroys the top, so it's topless
Yeah.
right now. And the pad's
I've replaced
gone.
this one a few times. The sun just beats it to death, but yeah. In the summertime when it gets 120, I'm hoping to not be here anymore. So
how's work going? How's everything? How's life?
well, work is not going. I haven't worked since April of last year. So I just been doing Patreon things, which has been going pretty good, and mostly TikTok affiliates is what I've been kind of like surprisingly lucrative, to be honest with you. So, and that's just selling other people's stuff, right? Not selling my stuff. I've done both. I've been doing both. The holidays, I just got pummeled with orders of my own things, and then I started doing affiliates, and it's so much easier because I don't have to pack it, ship it, deal with the customer. I don't have to do none of that stuff.
You talking about TikTok Shop?
Yep.
I keep getting things saying, "Here, do this," but I was like, "No, I don't know if I can." I don't. So you gotta make.
Sorry.
You gotta make videos for it, right?
Yeah. So next week I'm starting I started a new level on my Patreon. It's called the affiliate site. Okay. See ya.
Sorry, I gotta run.
Later. Have a great day.
So I started a new tier called the affiliate side hustle tier, and it's gonna basically be I'm gonna take everybody through exactly how I did it. But the way it started was kind of by accident. I bought a Anchor brand battery off the TikTok shop, and I made a video, and it got like 2.5 million views. And they reached out to me and said, "Hey, we'd like to send you more things, blah 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 blah." And that kind of started a relationship. But that one battery, I made $14,000 in 4 weeks off of.
Wow.
Wow. And so then I started like, well, what am I doing? Like 3D printing, wire nuts and stuff. You know what I mean? So I kind of was like thinking, well, maybe I'm doing this all wrong, right? Maybe I should be selling other people's things. That's the way to go, Yeah. So now my house looks like a Five Below blew up inside of it. I mean, there's like,
wow.
I'll show you guys if you're interested. I'll show you some of the stuff, but it's pretty wild.
So it's not drop ship stuff.
It is. Some of it is drop ship stuff, actually. I don't know how to turn my camera around, Jerry.
Turn it sideways. Just turn it sideways, and it'll full screen it. There you go. Well, you're full screen. Turn the whole camera around.
I know, but can't I just flip it?
You have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at where the picture is. There should be a little camera right on the bottom there. You tap on it, it'll switch the camera.
I could just feel you touching me all over now, Stephen.
I know. I'm poking my finger in you right now. Oh well, we'll make do.
Just treat me gently.
So like my closet is full of stuff from the TikTok shop.
Hey,
so this is all stuff: battery banks and shavers, headphones, all kinds of stuff. But most of it is like stuff like this. Like I got this the other day. This is a projector, a smart projector, and it's really, really good. It's $86, and it sold out when I made the video. But this is a really killer one. So most of the stuff I don't want to keep. This is probably my second most profitable item. This is a split end trimmer. So I made this, and I made a crappy video for it because my wife wanted it, and this one went like 3 million views. And there's a riser for desk. Those knives are from the TikTok shop. And then we get over here, we got salt and pepper shakers, Fantic vacuum cleaner, Fantic screwdrivers. Those are kind of big sellers.
So you're promoting other companies' products. You're making a killing.
Yeah. So this is a new one. J Labs is these are studio headphones. These are a couple $100 a piece. The Aero drum kit is one. The tablet is another. This is the battery that made me 14 grand right here. This one, this Anchor battery. And then they sent me these Anchor microphones. O-Clip is another one. These flashlights. And all this stuff is Anchor stuff. A Fantic air pump, but that's not the exciting stuff. Let me show you the exciting stuff. This is the stuff that got me out of bed. This is the stuff that like gets me out of bed in the morning. I got a scooter, guys. I can't even wait to show you. Like my goal was to get a scooter, and this guy sent me a scooter. Check this out. Look at this bad boy. That's an electric scooter.
Wow.
Isn't that 30 miles an hour? You got to wear a helmet, gloves, knee pads, and be careful, right?
No, I don't do any of that. I don't know. Are you supposed to? I don't know. And then this is a fridge, a stainless steel wine fridge. But what's cool about it is if you make it and it takes off, you make money. But even if it doesn't, like I made a 60-second video for this, and I made a 60-second video for this. And when I say I make a video, I'm not talking like how Sam makes videos. I'm talking like, I'm talking like point, shoot, and then upload kind of videos. But Yeah, it's pretty wild, right? Like you can make a total living do it. I met a guy that is making like 30 grand a month doing it.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it is. People think it has to do with your virality or your size of your account, but it doesn't. So like when I did that battery, I only had like 1,300 followers. So
1,300 or 13,000?
1,300, 1,300,
I
1,000.
think I got 4 or 5. I'm never on TikTok. I got 2 or 3 things on there.
Hey, well, people hate the TikTok shop, but the reality of it is people buy shit on there. That's just the truth. Like
Well, tomorrow then I'm going to be mankining. Mankinis are going to be on my TikTok shop tomorrow. You can buy a Prusa mankini. It's right here, right now. Worn by Joseph Prusa. Don't you worry.
So you can. By the way, you can sell shit like that.
Did you sniff it?
Or you can sell printers. You can sell You can sell filament on there. And the attraction was originally for me is they had free shipping and no fees. So from June of last year until January 1st of this year, I had no fees and no shipping. So they always paid the shipping. So it was a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
But I did like $40,000 in sales from September through December 31st.
Wow.
Okay.
I got murdered on stuff, just killed on orders.
Taxes are probably killing you too.
Yeah, it's not good to be honest, but I'm getting through it. I mean, the good news is I had to buy. I didn't have when I got the orders. I thought I had enough printers, but I didn't. So I had to buy a ton of equipment, like a ton of stuff. So there's a lot of like offset when it comes to having to purchase stuff. So, but yeah, if you guys aren't doing TikTok shop affiliates, it's super easy to do. You guys should really do it.
Start.
Well, if you want, like I said, I started I get the question a lot because people see my videos a lot. So I started a Patreon tier that I'm going to basically every week, we're just going to walk through it and tackle it one step at a time for everybody that's trying to have success on there. So some of it is luck. Some of it is like if your video don't take off. But what I found out is the luck doesn't matter as much as you think, because if you get in with a company like Olight or Anchor or Bamboo Lab, for example, they will actually pay to push your videos out. So they will pay TikTok. It doesn't cost you anything. They will actually take your video. If you share your link with them, they will actually push your videos out for you.
Nice.
So, yeah. So that's what I've been up to, trying to panhandling basically to live. So one cheap Chinese thing at a time. So
while you're on your boat, yeehaw!
Well, I'm on my boat. Yep. Hey, the good news is the bills are paid. I'm not broke yet. I mean, I got pretty close a few times this year, to be honest with you. But Patreon and things are my.
You and your wife have medical insurance, right? You went and bought a private plan?
No, I did not. So I ended up going to Mexico for that. So I still go to Mexico for that. So I just went there 2 weeks ago for that. But it's just I can't beat it. I can go see the doctor for about $8 US. That's what an office visit costs, about $8 US.
How long of a drive is it?
About 3 hours, but my wife has family down there, so we just go down there and stay for the night, eat tacos, get drunk, go to the doctor, and come back. So yeah,
that's the way.
It's not too bad, but yeah, and I have a daughter down there too. My stepdaughter's down there too. She's graduating. She's gonna be a doctor next month, so officially.
Smart.
Yeah. Well, I can't afford American insurance off. You got to work for a company if you want any hope of trying to get insurance here. That you can afford.
Medical bills are crazy.
Yeah, well, that's what happened to me. Is I got pushed down a staircase at a Metallica concert, and I got a bad infection on my leg, and I kind of ignored it because I didn't have insurance, right? And I just thought I could make it with Neosporin, could make it go away. Well, it didn't go away, and basically by the time I went to the doctor, my leg was like sepsis, basically. Like it was yeah, like it was swollen really bad, and I just kept thinking like if I take antibiotics and I do the things, it'll. So anyways, I went to the hospital. I was there for 2 hours, and it cost me $5,000, which I didn't have.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, my daughter had a baby, and the baby had to get little corrective surgery, was in the hospital for 2 days, when the bill came for just the 2 days, this wasn't including the surgery, okay? $40,000.
Yeah. Well, what you realize
that's
pretty quick.
crazy.
What you realize though is the bills are that high because of insurance companies. See, in Mexico, the big difference is there's not insurance companies. They exist. If you're wealthy and you want an insurance company, you can absolutely have one. But 80% of the population does not have health insurance. So in order to tackle that, they have to be what a normal people can afford. And from what I've seen, my wife had her gallbladder out there over the summer. It was $3,500. That included 4 days in the hospital in a top-notch hospital. So they took her gallbladder out. They did the whole surgery, orthoscopic, the whole thing. 4 days in the hospital. I went and picked her up, and the guy, I said, how do I pay or whatever? And he goes, you got PayPal? I said, yeah, I got PayPal. He's like, yeah, I'll just take it over PayPal. Thanks. So I paid her doctor over PayPal. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a different system down there. And imagine if we didn't have the reason that we have it's so high is because the insurance companies have to get paid. The insurance companies have to make money because they're the middleman between the doctors and you know. So if they don't get paid, they lobby to make, it's all a scam, to be honest. I mean, I hate to say that, but
if you have insurance, you go to the doctor, you go to pay the bill, they automatically cut a lot of it out because they got a discount because you had insurance.
Yeah. So what they do is they overcharge it. So that medical bill that I paid $5,000 for, it was $9,000, right? The original bill they sent me was like $8,800, and so I called them. Oh, you don't have insurance? I said no. So it's cash pay. Yeah, cash pay. Oh, okay. Well, that'll be $5,500. And I'm like, you jack it up because it's insurance companies. You know what I mean?
The insurance company makes them write off a certain amount.
Yeah, it's all a scam.
Using all those services down in Mexico, though, can be very unsafe. Sounds like you're getting a lucky streak there, but I wouldn't trust them to pull a tooth out.
Yeah, my wife's my wife's Mexican, so we're from there, and my daughter is a doctor there, so she's pretty in tune to the medical facilities on there.
If you know somebody that's different, I'm saying the average Joe to go down there to seek help. It's a gamble. That's what I'm saying. If you know somebody, then go for it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, and so the thing about the safety is the border towns are where most people go, like Tijuana, Nogales. Those are the towns you don't want to go. Typically, those are people just shoveling you through for money. Where I'm going is about 3 hours deep into Mexico. Kind of in the heart of cartel country, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
that's another thing I'm talking about. We don't know what's in their drugs. We don't know, if that fentanyl.
I don't know what's in your drugs here.
Could be anything.
All I know is
half
what I
of
see
everything
on
I
TV,
take on a daily basis comes from China.
Yeah, let's.
But if you're from there and you know where to go, that's a completely different story.
Yeah.
Well, I went down there for dental. We all go down there for dental, right? We have for years at this point. And I'll tell you, I've never seen a dental office that is so amazing, like clean, top notch. I mean, just like the best of the best. And the lady who was the dentist there is also she's on like a morning what's our morning TV shows here called Good Morning America. Yeah. So she's the lead host on a Good Morning Mexico, and she's like a supermodel, right? And I first thing I thought, I was like, damn, she's really beautiful for being a dentist. You know what I mean? And so my wife was explaining to me, she's like, yeah, she's like a movie star here. She's like, but she's also a dentist. It's crazy. People do all kinds of crazy things to make money down there. You don't see homeless people like you see here because everybody's working. Everybody's working. And to be honest with you, I'm like
up here though.
They already came to America. No. They're on the way.
Unfortunately, that the about 80% of the people crossing the border are not Mexicans.
They're
Venezuela and China and different countries.
Venezuelan, Middle Eastern, Chinese. That I live on the border, right? And so I'm pretty in tune with it. The Mexicans that are crossing the border illegally are generally doing so because they have something in their background that, and everybody gets on Donald Trump for saying that about Mexicans. And while I don't necessarily agree with him, there is some truth to it. Like a lot of people cross illegally because they can't get a visa because of their criminal history typically. So
yeah.
But yeah. There's not a big surge at the border, guys. I don't know how to tell you, but it's not as bad as you think it is. So, not of Mexicans,
No,
anyways.
it's all bad in New York City now.
Hey,
Yeah.
Steve.
Well,
Hey, Steve.
yeah.
Hey, I'm glad
Chicago.
I'm glad you're making your ways, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm glad
trying.
you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing
Very
well.
Well,
cool.
I'm not doing well. Let me back up. I'm not doing well. I'm getting by right now. I'm really trying to get this Patreon to take off. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I work on it 7 days a week, all day, and I've uploaded a lot. And I see people like Cinderwing, like that is like, I mean, she makes on Patreon alone $73,000 a month, and
Holy
she
crap.
uploads 2 models a month. 2 models a month, guys. That's it.
Well,
That's it.
I
Like
only
that's
make
where
I'm
that,
sitting, Stephen.
I only make
You're doing really
$43,000 a year on
well, I
retirement.
appreciate it. Thank you.
I sure wish I could do something different.
Well,
I need to look into
when
what you're
you
talking about.
I see these guys on Patreon and I think, like, why are people not just like flipping out? $73,000 a month and you get 2 models a month. And I feel like I honestly, I work 7 days a week at it, all day, all night. I'm constantly going because I want to get there someday. You know what I mean? Like, that's my dream. And I've a couple times this year, I've come really close to just saying, screw it, I got to go back to work. You know what I mean? It's hard to chase your dreams. You know what I mean? It's tough.
No matter what you do,
So.
try to find a way to put away money that you'll never spend. So someday you have something if things go south. Try to find a way
Well,
to save.
I have my 401k, right? And I have a pretty big 401k. And, I came really close to taking it out because I had to. I came really close. We had all these medical things hitting us all at once.
You still got
And
your
by the
Tesla,
grace of,
right?
yeah. But by the grace of God, on the holidays hit and we got pummeled with orders, and it was just so far, every time I've come close to the brink, something has stepped in and saved me, So like sales saved me, the commissions on these affiliate sales have saved me. And behind it all, the Patreon people and the things people have just always been really consistent. So pretty consistent, I should say. I got about 500 patrons now total between the
Wow.
2 websites, 480, something like that. So I'm pretty proud of that number. That's 18 months of working my ass off. That's 18 months worth. So,
That's good.
So join me on Patreon, folks. And if you want to be a shill, like an official shill, like a professional shill, I started a tier just for that. So
cool.
If you guys want to hawk Chinese wares, DeWitt. What about you?
Not above hawking Chinese wares. Most
I wouldn't
everything
mind.
Chinese.
I
Oh,
took
you're
a
in
note
Canada,
down.
though.
Yeah,
They
but does
don't
that
have it
matter?
in Canada yet. Yeah, it does.
Oh, BS.
Yeah. They said, hey,
Well,
you can't trust those Canadians, eh? We can't trust them to
I
hawk
guess-
our shit down there.
You can't trust
See?
them to hawk our shit.
I guess because we have good health care, they don't want to use us.
Yeah,
Damn
those
it.
guys are going to ask too many questions, eh?
Oh my
We
God.
got to
Hey,
take off, hoser. No,
I'm sorry about that.
Sorry. Yeah, me too. So TikTok
If
Shop
you
is
were
not
saying,
in Canada
what
yet or
the hell
Mexico.
happened?
God damn. It's probably our stupid
Where did
government
my-
that's preventing it.
Get down.
Oh, I only have 3 patrons, $12 per month.
hmm
So it's
Mankini.
17.
Mankini.
It's so hard, guys, because building the
You do it
Patreon has been
first.
hard.
And we will
Building the
follow. Sam.
I mean, arguably, you got to imagine, like, trying to build a Patreon, right? When I started it, I was the most hated man in 3D printing TikTok, right? Like, everybody hated my guts. And so to get where I'm at today, I'm pretty proud of, but I've just worked double time on it. I've worked all day, every day. I've poured every ounce of me into it. And unfortunately, that's what it takes. And I feel bad for content creators because it's hard to grow a Patreon with content creators because you're just supporting them typically for the videos that you're going to get anyways, right? That's the hard part. So how do you give them something extra, that they wouldn't get otherwise? So
Yeah, now at the moment is just shout out in the video and
Yeah.
Early access.
Yep. I remember I used to be on there for a long time.
Yeah, I know.
I think I was your first one, right?
Polymaker.
One of the first, yeah.
Yeah. Polymaker.
Anybody like to win a
We're-
roll of Polymaker anywhere they deliver anywhere in the world? Do a hashtag Polymaker in chat. We're going to do a drawing here in just a second.
Where red is black and black is red, Polymaker.
Great filament.
Yep. If you want red, buy brown, and if you want brown, buy red. It's
Are you
truth.
being serious?
I'm being dead serious. Look up their sparkle or galaxy red. Look up galaxy red, and you tell me. I will pay anybody $100. You can tell me that is red. It is poo brown, sparkly poo.
I got a bright red from Polymaker that bled into my cream color on this giant Betty Boop. Even though it purged a ton of filament, it had its purge tower. It still purged into the print because it's so bright. It's really, really bright.
I love Polymaker.
In the infill?
Polylite.
To be honest with you, I'm super glad that Sean, 3D Print General, has taken over their social media because I like him a lot.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
All right, guys, let's go with the drawing. Anywhere in the world they
Hi,
ship
Liz.
to, you got to be present and to win in chat. Let's see, how does this work? I'll put my email address in chat. Once you win, you email me later after the stream. I'll send you a form you fill out, so they will ship you the one roll of filament with free shipping anywhere that they ship to in the world. So here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
go.
Tripod.
Oh man.
Zachary.
Yeah.
Wow.
3 weeks in a row.
Did you?
Galaxy Black.
Did
Sorry?
you win last week?
Yeah.
No, I did a re-roll, and that week before also a re-roll.
But have you actually won any for yourself that was
No.
shipped to you?
No,
Then
no.
Then you should keep it.
Okay. Now I am going to keep it then.
Tripod.
Congratulations, Zach.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Oh, that's cool. Now you get to keep it this time.
You know my email, right, Zach?
I know where to find you.
Where to find you. That's kind of creepy.
Ooh.
There's my email. Just shoot me an email. You don't have to, it could be blank, and I'll send you the form later today or tonight. Because I got another live stream to go to 2.5 hours after this one. LaserMaker's Realm, the LA Hobby Guy, and Jeremy HTL Customs. They're all. I'll be on a live stream with them. Working on these.
Sergio, you okay? You look a little bit upset.
Who?
Sergio,
What?
you look a little bit. You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm just watching the prints over there.
All right.
Keeping an eye on it. You know, that machine been sitting it's been sitting idle for 2 years, so I got to make sure everything is cool on it.
Rich, the LA Hobby Guy, Light Source Engraving, LaserMaker's Realm, all 3 channels will be broadcasting later at 5:30 p.m. Pacific.
So you get Lightspeed. You're in the car now? What,
Yes,
this is
sir.
air conditioning?
Yes, sir.
I figured.
Yeah, I'm going to get
Find
tacos.
an American without air conditioning.
Yeah, Stephen, I'm really interested in learning how to do something like this because, like I said, I only make $43,000 a year on my pension, and a little bit of money here and there on YouTube and stuff like that. But yeah, I would love to find a way to make more income.
Well, like I said, TikTok is the new Amazon. I think that's what they're trying to be, is the new Amazon. And people give them a lot of crap for it, but the reality of it is a lot of people shop on there, and it's like 80% women, and so like a lot of times the stuff that like would appeal to women, sells really good. But I made thousands and thousands of dollars off that stupid hair trimmer. You know what I mean? And it's like a $20 item. It's like nothing. So I make like $2 or $3 per sale, but why not? If you have a TikTok account, why not? You know what I mean? Why not?
Did you originally buy a product and you reviewed it? You done a good video and it took off, or you became an affiliate.
So I did that. I did that.
The Anchor battery.
I did that Anchor 548 battery. I bought it for myself because a lot of times when we're in Mexico, they don't have a lot of outlets in their house. So I wanted it to so I could put my phone next to my bed at nighttime. So anyways, I bought it, and the video it was just a stupid video. In fact, all the numbers and stats I gave in the video were wrong. None of them are correct. And the video went crazy, and then they reached out to me and they said, "Hey, can we promote your video for you?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then it went super crazy, and then they started saying, "Hey, can we send you some products?" So that got me kind of keyed into it. But there's a lot of little tips and tricks that they've taught me that are like key to having success there. So that's what the Patreon part is.
Okay.
Hey guys, I gotta run.
Through.
All right.
Thank you, Jamie. You have an awesome day. Nice seeing you. Take care, Jamie.
Sure thing. Bye, y'all.
And honestly, selling your on there too, like Etsy sucks, guys. I mean, it's hard on Etsy. So
competition, a lot of competition.
I didn't sell anything on Etsy last year, and I only have 4 or 5 items on my store that are painted.
Buddy, I sales in like 2 months, it just dies like for no reason. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing differently. I've tried advertising, it does nothing. So I mean, at least with TikTok, the beauty thing about TikTok is Etsy, you upload it and you sit back and wait. The nice thing about TikTok is if you don't get results today, you can upload another video tomorrow and keep trying. You can just keep keep digging away at it until you get something that works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Is there any way I could
right?
Is there any way I could sell finished prints or anything like that on TikTok?
Yes, absolutely. You can sell anything on TikTok.
Can I log in through my computer? It must be by my phone.
You can do either.
Okay.
The Mankini.
You have to set up your account as a business account. The first thing I recommend to everybody is if you're going to do it, set up a new account. Don't put it on your existing account. And the reason for that is because your existing account is full of people. They're going to be already into 3D printing, right? So unless you want to open yourself to a bunch of criticism and shit comments, I suggest I opened a new account because I didn't want 3D printing people following me. So because those are not the people that are going to buy your stuff, right?
Was that the reason, Steven? Was that the reason that I saw a TikTok account from you where I was not subscribed to? I was like, I am subscribed to him. Why is it showing that I'm not subscribed?
Sebastian wants to know what's your TikTok name.
So it's LS3DP. LS3DP, and then there's one that's print.
Take care, Matt.
Bye, German. Yeah. The other one is print_n_place. So print in place. And that's the one I sell most of the stuff under. If I put something on my main account, it's because it's something I use. Like I put the scooter on there. I put a couple things like that on there. But why not? Why not? If it's there, why not? You make a cheap little video, and then I also take you through. I'll take you through how to get samples. So all that stuff I got for free. Outside of that first battery I got, everything else is for free. And it doesn't matter how many accounts you have or how many followers you have.
Yeah.
My new TikTok name is Sam Keeney. Just putting it out there. Yeah.
You want to wear that, don't you?
I have. I have once.
Yeah.
I have one time. One time.
Someone tells me you said it's from Joe Prusa.
Oh yeah, it's from Joe Prusa. Yeah, he's born.
Oh, so you wore it upside down then?
Oh yeah, of course I did. I was like Joseph Prusa's Bane. That's how that turned out. Where is he going? Where are you going right now? You're on your boat, then you're in a car.
Going to the liquor store.
Oh, he's
hungry.
Taco truck.
I just want to go get some food. Yeah.
I was going to say Taco Bell, but no, it'd be a taco truck. Cool.
Key and a soda too, por favor. This is my taco truck.
Hey, tell him to say hi to the world. He's on worldwide.
You guys are on a big stream right now. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta pay. Hold on. All right. Yeah. Yeah, this place is the bomb. They got carnitas. My favorite carnitas. So this place is dusty though. Oh, did I lose you guys?
No,
we're
No.
still here.
you're good.
We are still here.
We got 50 people watching, 29 on YouTube and 21 on Twitch right now.
4 food trucks and all. They make all their kids work the food trucks.
Yeah, I got
That's the way to
Walmart
go.
cakes in the fridge. Darth Gallum, hello, how you doing?
I come here almost every day.
Oh, some of those food trucks, the food is amazing.
This place, I made good because they always had carnitas, but in Mexico, carnitas are like crispy, and they would always serve them like it was like pot roast, like pork pot roast, and I hated it. So I asked them one day, I said, "Hey, can you start like frying these?" And so they did it, and now they're fantastic. So
what are those ones that start with a B? You dip it in the sauce, Brillo or Bria something?
birria, yeah,
Could be.
that's usually goat. Just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's good, but it's greasy. But yeah, I'm not a bit. I used to love birria until I found out it was goat, and so when I went to Mexico. One day I was eating it and my wife goes, and I said, this is beef, right? And she's like, no. She goes, it's pork. Because everything's pork, right? In her translation, everything's pork. I was like, oh, okay, cool, pork. And she goes, goat. And I was like, wait, oh, that is not pork. Oh, it's not? It's not?
Sam has been to China and I think they served him whoopee, but he didn't eat it.
No, they didn't. They didn't. Not in Shenzhen. They don't. They in the older towns they do. There's like a huge dog festival and stuff, but no, it's illegal in Shenzhen.
Are you serious?
A dog festival? Everybody.
Yeah, dog festival. Yeah, yeah. They breed them. They literally breed them for it. It's horrendous.
Yeah,
if you're on
dogs
any of
aren't
the Chinese social media, it's they're insanely cruel culture. I mean, listen.
Really?
At the end of the day, right? Everyone's got to eat, but you don't need to torture the animal in order for that to happen. So let's just make it quick. That's my mentality on it anyway.
Do black dogs taste better than other dogs? I wonder.
I've got no idea. These things are just like they look like do you have toffee apples? You know what a toffee apple is? If you imagine a shaved dog with a toffee apple cow coating, that's basically what it looks like.
Oh.
Yeah, I do like hot dogs.
well, yeah.
It's the only dog I eat.
One day I'll have to show you guys. Like, if you've never had a Mexican hot dog, I didn't even know. I've never heard of those as a gringo. But the best hot dog I've ever had is Mexican hot dogs. It's like a huge cultural thing down there. They eat hot dogs, and they are fantastic, dude. The most amazing hot dogs I've ever had. Right up there with Costco, for sure. But I like hot dogs.
I've been to Mexico like 10 times, and I've never seen a hot dog in Mexico.
You know why, Sergio? It's a Sonoran thing. In fact, they call them Sonoran hot dogs. That's like it's something to do with Sonora. I don't know why, but I just got back from what's the next town or the next state over from Sonora? I can't remember, but it was 12 hours into Mexico, and it is like right in the heart of cartel country. And I got stopped 2 times by the police and telling me that they highly recommend that I turn around. We highly recommend that you go back. And I was like, really? And my wife's screaming at him in Spanish. No, it's fine. It's fine. He's fine. So I get in the car and I'm like, he said, go back. Like, what are you doing? She's like, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So, but yeah, it's Mexico's awesome, but there's parts of it that are horrible. But Sinaloa, that's where I was. Sinaloa.
Well, the first time I went down there was in 1975. We drove to Victoria. You know where Victoria is?
I don't.
It's about 2.5 hours south of the border on, what is that?
Tijuana?
No, not Tijuana. On the other side, south of Houston. When you take
okay.
Houston, well, it's about 2.5 hours down there. And dude, the cops over there were scared the crap out of us.
Oh
we're
yeah.
driving down the road, right? And there's this little shack. Now, this was back in 1975. There was this little shack. And you see it from far away. And as you're coming up closer, all of a sudden, these two guys with M16s or whatever they were
Yeah.
just
Still that
pop
way.
out in the middle of the road. And it's like,
Yeah.
whoa. Yeah. But
So it's still that way. So that they have a lot of different agencies there. So they have like the Policia, they have the Federales, they have the National Guard, and then they have the Army, and they all drive around with M16s in black, and they are terrifying. They stop you, and they basically tell they usually just flag you through, but when they stop you, it's terrifying, especially if you don't speak the language.
Yeah. Yeah, they do let you.
Scary.
They're just checking you.
Yeah. Oh, took a call or something.
Yeah, Victoria was kind of nice. We were up in the mountains riding horses. And
I'm just getting my food, Jerry. So.
Oh, okay.
One of the girls that was with us fell off the horse and broke all her teeth.
And if you get stopped and they want to pay off and you don't have any money, then what happens?
No, that.
So you put money in. Yeah, that is a thing. You put the money in your pocket, one side of your pocket. So they tell you to put $20 in one pocket, and then keep your cash in your sock. Usually, if you're worried about it, But,
yeah.
That happened
usually
at the border with us.
Yeah, it happened. It happens all the time. I mean, I got pulled over, I don't know, 6 months ago or so, and the guy said, he goes, "You were speeding," but I have a radar detector, right? And I'm like, "No, I wasn't speeding." And my wife's telling me, "Quit arguing with him. Quit arguing with him." And I'm like, "Well, I wasn't speeding. I have a radar detector." And he goes, radar detector, show me. So I show it to him. He didn't have a radar in his car. He's just guessing. He's literally just guessing how fast you're going.
Yeah.
And so he said $20, basically like 500 pesos. This all goes away, or you have to go down to the magistrate. So they kind of leave you no option, right? It's either they're going to take you in to go see a judge, or you go pay right there. So, so I just paid.
That is true. I saw it for myself.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of movies about it. Had the word cartel on the back of it. Hey, Tim, have a great day, my friend. Thanks for coming by.
Talk to everybody later.
See you, buddy.
Take care.
You know how you tell if it's a cartel or not? Because they all dress the same. If they have tennis shoes on, they're cartel. If they have boots on, they're legit. That's how they tell them apart down there. If they have tennis shoes on, they're cartel.
Okay, good to know.
Mm-hmm. You got tennis shoes on there, Zach?
No. I have sneakers on. Are that tennis shoes?
I got clothes.
Those are tennis shoes.
Close.
Tennis shoes?
Yeah, but Sergio, you're like the proper OG, though, aren't you? Former police officer. I didn't realize that.
You were a police officer, Sergio?
Yeah, man.
I didn't know that.
He's got his badge right there, just in case. No messing.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, tripod from the garage. Come on, buddy.
Retired.
In high school, I was an FBI agent.
Who?
I said in high school, I was an FBI agent.
Yeah, female body inspector.
Yeah. Well, I specialize just in the boobies part. So.
Oh yeah.
Hey, John.
Tripod.
It's dark.
Oh, you don't have-
Your face is dark.
It's the craptacular Apple cameras on notebooks. And the MacBook
Well, that
Pro.
balloon still has air in it. It says 50. That's like a month ago, right?
I don't even know what temperature it is right now.
Behind your other shoulder.
50,
on your right
58
side.
right
Is
now.
it warm there, John? Is it warm there today?
It's warm enough.
Is it? I feel like I need to come out again.
That's true. I would.
How warm is it there, John?
It's 58. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's
66 in Vegas and windy.
We had rain all day until about an hour and a half ago.
Huh.
What's going on, Pete? Yeah. I was
Yeah,
gonna make
more
a
rain.
laser video, but kind of gave up on it because the laser gave up on me. So I think it's hard to make a video when the laser doesn't work. So
Yeah.
Wow.
I want a laser really bad. I'm trying to get in.
I'll
With
give you
that,
this one.
I'm trying to get in with Thunderbolt lasers, but I haven't had
Oh,
any
look at
luck.
that. We're up to 51.
You're doing X Tool, John?
What's it?
You do all X Tool stuff, right?
All different brands, but X Tool they just keep on innovating though, so and bringing out more.
And they keep sending you new lasers.
Yeah.
I want a fiber laser though.
Yeah, Roger, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, I might be getting another one.
Marcel, hello.
I just have to sign an agreement. So
Fiber lasers are small, right? Usually.
no, they're big.
Oh, are they?
Well, they got two different kinds. You have the all-in-one, where it has a big base, but they're compact. But typically, there's the fiber source is smaller. But that's the typical one that it's almost like a tower PC next to it.
Yeah.
So the one that Jerry's showing you, the one on the left is the fiber laser. That's the 60 watt, Jerry?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Then
Like
they have
fiber
all-in-one
laser,
with-
Jerry?
Yeah, 60 watt. Hal TM sent me out of China to test and review, and I'll do a million videos on it for him because that unit's almost $7,000 with shipping.
Is it good?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm still learning. I can engrave PMags. I can do it. Pistols. I can do pretty much anything and everything. Coins. I just have to learn how to do it. Steep learning curve.
Yeah, so Light Source Engraving did the correct upgrade because most of these the gavels themselves are the same, and you just throw another source into the tower and then you're pretty much done. Sometimes you have to upgrade the power supply, but most of the time you don't.
Yeah.
But it's just like a PC. Just upgrade some of the components on the inside. Sorry, Apple fans, you won't know how to do that stuff.
As you're using Apple stuff, come on.
You guys are just users. You're not innovators.
Yeah, we prefer our computers without blue screens of death. That's
No, instead you just can't do anything with them. So
yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
After
Rub it
3
up
years,
and
it's another
try and do
paperweight,
something.
it's another couch surfer because I can't even edit a video anymore on it.
I've just got a new one. Just got a new one.
Yeah, what, $4 or $5 grand? How much was it?
$6,000.
Oh man,
not US dollars.
Yeah.
Was it M3 studio?
Yeah,
or laptop.
The laptop, the Macs, the whole kit and caboodle.
The 64 gig of RAM
For editing, Sam, or what?
No, 128 and 2 terabyte. Yeah, mate, kind of. Yeah, I the thing is, when I buy a laptop, I'd rather just have the whole thing just completely spec'd up. So I
That's
don't
what
want
I
to be
did
like
too.
2 minutes later, just like it's done.
Well, you
But,
can't go back. You can't sound like you can go and add more RAM or a hard drive to those. It's,
Well, I got the
it's
M2
done,
Max,
man.
and it was like $5 grand, 4,800 bucks, five something.
The good news is though, it's not for editing, but it could be for editing if I didn't have a new editor.
Oh
yes.
So it's to watch high def material of being an FBI, right?
Yeah, it's to get into my Anycubic printers and everybody else's.
It's to go into your OnlyFans.
Oh, you have an editor now, Sam?
I do.
That's
He's
good.
a very nice man.
Is it per video?
See, Ozzy has it right.
No, it's per month. It's per month.
So you pay him like a salary?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I thought most of them would be like per video or something.
No, it's per month. So I can just basically I've just got I've done no editing for a few weeks properly. So all I've been doing is just chucking stuff up, and then onto a Google Drive, and then I basically write the script, record everything, and then they just do all the magic. So I hope anyway.
I exhaust out the back of my house, and hopefully I am never engraving or burning anything that my neighbors can smell and complain about. I hope. So
I just pump it into the neighbor's house.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, I haven't seen them in months. I hope they're okay.
I've never cut or engraved anything toxic that I'd be concerned about somebody else breathing it or smelling it.
Just put it in your wife's room, Jerry.
Yeah.
In the heater vents.
Yeah. I think I almost comment on all of your videos, like speed on.
I know you do. You're awesome.
Hey, TK.
You're a good friend.
Even with your air pump that takes 30 minutes to inflate one tire.
Hey, what was wrong with that?
Oh my God! I have a Ryobi one that we've done that 4 or 5 psi in 20 seconds. I'm like,
Did you see
kidding me? This is agonizing to watch. This is
Did you
great.
see? No, I
Like,
had a Ryobi one. I had a Ryobi one. I hate it.
The 18 volt.
John or Patrick, you got an answer for Marcel on this comment?
What's that? What laser would you recommend for cutting up to 5mm carbon fiber sheets? I've never done it, so and it's going to be toxic as all hell. But
we recommend scissors.
Anything with that's has solvents in it and resins, and I wouldn't even know where to begin. For something like that, I would rather use a CNC. Personally, I do not know which laser would work. I would assume a diode would probably cut through it. I just tend to stay away from those materials because I did what is it, just regular acrylic. It looks cool, it cuts like butter, but I had it exhausting from the out into the outside, and it had pretty good CPM fan, and I could still smell it in the garage. I had to leave the garage. I put a chair outside, and you can see the smoke billowing out of the side window.
Rich LA hobby guy said he was cutting some material a while back, went it outside. He left his shed to go in the house. He walked through the area where it was exhausting, and he got blood poisoning from it.
Wow.
Not sure what it was he was cutting. He'll be on later, though, if you want to talk to him in his chat.
Might be a meth lab. I saw that on Breaking Bad once.
Yeah,
John, don't you have a water jet, or is that you don't have water jet, do you?
No, if someone wants to send me one, I'm not going to turn them down. So, there's a small one.
Used to have a nice water jet, and they'd cut big aluminum plates and make fancy decals for their choppers with the water jet.
I
think it's a pretty damn big machine.
Yeah, they're starting to make those things smaller and smaller.
Yeah,
they're not cheap though.
Yeah, the Wazer one is the smaller one, I believe. But no, that's why in my videos I tend to stick with woods and other things because that's less caustic. Because first off, I don't want to have any of that somewhat going into the house, and then also I just the smell of like the acrylic was just awful.
Yeah,
I mean even when I just decided to just engrave the top of it, it was still bad. I'd rather just like strip the layer of paint off or etch metal. At least then I'm exhausting with the metal. I'm exhausting the particulates instead of the smoke, which is smoke is particulates, but you're literally obliterating the metals, and you can catch a lot of it with a good exhaust. But even with that, I still prefer to wear a mask if I'm in the area of the laser.
Yeah, you should have like a hood fan or something, right? To pull it all out.
Oh yeah,
you should have like a hood fan, right?
Yeah, or something like the Mara 7, that laser that I haven't even hooked up yet because I'm waiting for really decent weather to exhaust out the side of the garage because I need a down vent for outside, so that way no rain or snow or anything gets inside of the Mara 7 laser. So that's why
Here's one of the 3 lanes for light source engraving. They'll be on in 5:30. Let's see what, 2.5 hours from now. Here's one of the 3 channels. The LA Hobby Guy, HTL Customs will be there. I'll be there, and then Patrick with Light Source Engraving also.
Sure, you're going to be on there on your channel?
No, I'm not going to rebroadcast it.
Oh, okay.
I don't like multi-streaming like that because then nobody gets any views. Because everybody's split up among a bunch of channels. Everybody needs to be condensed in one channel.
Yeah.
Like me and John and Sam Prentice and DeWitt would all multi-stream. You get hardly no views on every channel because everybody's split out. They should all just go to one channel.
Yeah. Yep.
And then if you want to split it up between channels, the next time you go to a different guy's channel and jump around. That way it pulls everybody to one place.
How's your bamboo, Jerry? You still using it?
Yeah, it works great. I lost a magnet on the hot end, not the cover, the opposite side, top right corner. And I'm having trouble with the coupler in the back that the PTFE runs through with the spring, but Sergio's sending me another one. I think I'm out of warranty. I was out of warranty sometime last month. I did contact Bamboo over 2 weeks ago. They never got back with me. But yeah, it's still working great. I got around 2,300 hours on it, something like that.
You lost the magnet in the top right of the tool head?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that same thing happened to me. If you can find them, there's a 5mm by 3mm flat magnet. Like it's like the ones Prusa uses for their tool heads. So I had an extra Prusa one. I stuck it in there and it worked. It tricked it.
Okay, it's
were you getting the error where it said the
yeah, the cover came off, and I used to get there all the time.
Says the
and
tool
it's
head
harder
fell
than
off
hell.
or whatever.
Yeah, the cover came off while I was printing. It's going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Luckily, I was sitting here and I stopped it. Went to put it back on. I could never get it to attach. And then I got a flashlight and realized the magnet was missing. So I kept screwing with it, and I finally got it to what felt like it was on all the way. And I put Kapton tape on it to hold it, and it's been working fine. But that used to come off quite often, and it was really hard to get it to line up right and really stay on. It wouldn't grab.
Oh, so you're missing the magnet inside the tool head cover?
Yes. They're not the cover, the extruder side.
Jerry?
Top right corner on the extruder side.
But
all 4 magnets.
Is it in the cover or is it in the tool head? Which one's missing?
Tool head, top right.
Because I have an extra tool head cover.
Well, I'm going to see if I can find them.
When I was under warranty, I got them. No, it's not. I thought you said. So I was getting an error that said that my tool head cover was falling off all the time. And what they determined I had to replace the tool head board. But what I found out is if you just put a magnet over it, it kind of tricks it. Because my tool head, it wasn't falling off. It just said it was, right? So that's what I thought you meant. But anyways, they sent me extra tool head cover. I have so many parts for I have like a whole drawer full of parts from them. So
yeah. So I just need to replace the one magnet. I'm going to get a light and see if maybe it jumped out and stuck inside there somewhere, and I don't see it. But I don't know where the magnet went. So I got it. Like I said, I got it taped shut right now. I got the Kapton tape on it. I got it on, taped it, and it's printing.
I don't think you're out of warranty yet, Jerry. When you didn't get it? You didn't have it this time last year, did you?
Yeah, last February is when I got it. And I did contact.
So as long as you contacted it before.
I did a couple weeks ago, and they still haven't got back with me. Usually in 3 or 4 days, they respond to an email. They have not responded in over 2 weeks.
Well, yeah.
I'll go back to the site, try to find the ticket, and resubmit it.
Yeah, I just raise hell with them until they answer me.
Hey, off access. All you have to do is hook up a welder to a CNC. And there you go. You got yourself a.
Yeah, just remember the squeaky wheel gets the oil.
So, wife was asking me if we're gonna bring any printers to Rocky Mountain. I said, I don't know. I want to definitely bring some to give away. Get rid of some of them.
Honestly, I have a few I need to get rid of too.
Are you going to Rocky Mountain?
I don't know yet. I want to. It's kind of a big expense. I wish I had a table.
Have your rear end there, Sam. They'll give you a nice. So then I said, Steve will just smack your rear end.
Yeah,
I'd enjoy that. I'd enjoy. That's if,
I wish.
That's if Pete doesn't get there first.
Yeah.
I wish I had signed up for a table in time, because I'd like to go there like to promote the Patreon, but outside of that, I don't know. I'm a little disillusioned by the whole thing. But
Well, we'll be going to the 3 of them this year, and then next year it'll probably be either 1 or 2.
yeah, it's good to promote yourself. I mean, there's always people that don't know who you are, right? So
Yeah,
I like to go
everyone
to
calls me
just meet
Tree
the
Pot
people,
for some
but I can't
reason.
afford it.
Pete doesn't know the half of it. Pete doesn't know the half of it. You're in trouble if you're going to Rocky Mountain, Pete.
And
oh, I did tell Pete I was gonna go. I forgot. Sorry, Pete. I may not be going.
yeah, I don't know why, but people get me confused with someone named Tree Pod. So
Take care
Yeah.
of Montana Maker.
My
Old
wife
tree
loves you.
sod.
What about
Oh.
Tripus Garage? Have you seen that channel, John?
the what?
Tripus Garage.
No,
Oh,
I
you
heard
better
you
file a
talking about it
lawsuit.
earlier.
Yeah, I seen it the other day, and it's like, Tripod's on the video, and I start to watch, like, that's not his voice. I click back and said Tripus Garage. At a glance, I thought it was you, but obviously it wasn't.
Yeah, there's another Tripod's Garage on X. It's some Indian guy. I don't know who he is, but
Hey,
Sorry,
Tech Chief,
what?
how you doing?
Some Indian guy.
yeah,
Amazing.
Tripod for a different reason, though, huh, John?
yep, probably.
Probably.
Steve, you need to contact my wife and tell her to burn those effing candles already.
Yeah. I wish you would, because I need more money.
Get over here.
So
Well, I'm going to have to run off here in a minute, guys. I'm going to be on the stream in 2.5 hours. I got to get ready for the next stream. But I've
What
been
we got to do your hair?
We can smell you over here, Jerry.
He's going to
We
have
got
a wash.
44 people watching. But yeah, Lightspeed, I would love to learn more about it and see how I could maybe get into doing something like that on a small scale to make a few extra dollars here and there. Would be awesome.
Look, even if it's just a little bit here and there, why not? Right? Like, why wouldn't you do it?
Just
For
stay
sure.
away, Jerry, from Mankinis, though. That's my niche, I'm afraid.
Hey,
Anyway,
you guys just gotta.
everybody on Twitch that's watching, I'm going to start a raid and we're going to take off to Maker Deck. And go ahead, Steven.
Pez Liz is having a birthday stream on Wednesday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Sam is coming out of a birthday cake for her.
All right, everybody on Twitch, have an awesome day. Thank you very much for everything. I'll be back next Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific. And here goes the raid now. Everybody on YouTube, thank you very much. Everybody have an awesome day. And we'll see you next time. And come check out Light Source Engraving.
Bye, everybody.
Later, guys.
See ya.